Hello, viewers. Good afternoon and welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center. This is our live watch along show, the last match of week 5 in the Premier League, and it's a big one. The big one we all have been waiting for. The match between the Grandmaster versus the Master. Yeah, the two teams that got the two teams that fought to the end of last season. Manchester City and Arsenal. Manchester City finished top, Arsenal was second. It was a battle last season. 2 points separated these two sides. But let's see this time around who is going to emerge victorious. The suspense is high and the premises to be intriguing today. And we'll be here to talk about all this happening, all this exciting moment in this feature between Manchester City versus Arsenal. A lot of people have predicted, a lot of pundits, but hey, no much assurance of who is going to take the day, because the tactics of these two sides match each other. But at the end of the day, definitely there will be victory. I'm not alone to talk about all this encounter today. Well, I have with me from my far left, Shegu, you're welcome.
Good afternoon, Solomon. Good afternoon, Yemai. I think firstly, I want to agree that the tactics match each other. One is always playing attacking football against Arsenal. One is always playing defensive-minded game against Pep Guardiola. It's always hard for you to see managers who always, come all out against Pep Guardiola in matches. Oh, just the way the game starts, Rodri on the floor there. I think he took an elbow there, but let's see what really happened to Rodri, because it's just how many seconds into the game, just about 15 seconds into the game, and we have Rodri on the floor there. But it promises to be another interesting matchup between the defending champions and last season's runner-up, and 2 seasons running. Arsenal have been second. They have been playing second fiddle to Manchester City. It shows the kind of competition Manchester City has brought to the EPL. Arsenal, I think they've tried their own best also, but these are the kind of games you expect Arsenal to get victory in if they really want to fight and hunt for the league. And let's see how it goes for 90 minutes. It's the master against his apprentice, Pep Guardiola against Mikel Arteta. But a lot of people have been complaining about the kind of defensive-minded games, what of the game. Perhaps that was why the referee did give him a yellow card to Kai Havertz against what's it called, for that tackle on Rodri. But it reminds me of those early 20s when we watch what's it called, Arsenal against Manchester United. The kind of rivalry, even on the player side, where they bring it to the pitch, that yes, it's always war for the next 90 minutes. That is the kind of mood we are getting from this Manchester City against Arsenal game.
All right, the match has kicked off, and it is 2 minutes into this encounter. Go, let's see it. And we saw that beautiful moment. I thought maybe because a lot of Arsenal fans like me, you call me Arsenal fans, but and they'll be praying for Rodri to go out of the pitch. Is it like a game plan or something like that? They want him to go.
He has to be the talisman for Manchester City. He's the man who controls the link between the defense and the attack for Manchester City. A fantastic player, not just for Manchester City alone, even his national team. Whenever he's not playing for Manchester City, we see how much they miss him in the middle of the park, and he's always a big decider in big games like this. So you expect Arsenal to try and see if Rodri can be withdrawn in this game. Reminds me of that Euros final. Even Spain against England, they made sure Rodri got injured in that game. Yeah,
they identify the talisman, identify the strong man there, and mark him out, and definitely you get him in the game. But let's see how it goes early minutes of this game. And again, Alan is down. Is that going to be a card? Mike Oliver, the referee, blowing today. This encounter is out the Etihad, 55,000 capacity stadium. Do you think Mike Oliver will be dishing the card like Tony Taylor?
Yeah, it's the referee officiating today. It's the one that is saddled with the responsibility of keeping it tight and keeping it cool, taking control of the game. But I think he's one referee that is well experienced. Michael Oliver and Anthony Taylor are actually on the same top level, but less of controversial than Anthony Taylor. So I think we are most likely might witness less of a controversy in this encounter.
All right, at home, Arsenal have not actually defeated Manchester City before. 9 games, 2 defeat, 1 lost. 2 win for Manchester City and 2 draw. That is the best they've gone so well. But last season, Arsenal picked 4 points from Manchester City. And yeah, if you look at it back to back right now, Manchester City in 2 consecutive matches, Manchester City have not been able to defeat Arsenal. One win for Arsenal and 1 draw. So do you think they can bring it to this point at
I think Etihad will always be the fortress ground for Manchester City. They know their stuff very well, and I think the best Arsenal might get on this stuff might just be draw against Manchester City. You can see coming into this game, Manchester City will always dominate down the press. It's just about how much Arsenal can defend against them, and if they have the balls to come all out to attack against Manchester City in this one. Early stages of this game is still fresh for the players. They're still trying to size each other very well and know which way to go about this game. But I think if Arsenal can just take advantage of the early stages, but the problem is we look up front, who are they depending on? It has to be Martinelli, who is here to score a goal for Arsenal since a match. Since early this year, that was match when he scored the last goal for Arsenal. But 17 games without a goal right now. You have Kai Havertz starting off as a striker in this game, who is not also a traditional.
I think he's starting as a midfielder.
No, Trossard is starting at 10. I think he's always starts as a 9. There's no other person there. Trossard starts in the middle of the park.
I think Trossard is
all right, let me quickly read out the lineup of this encounter where we see
4-4-2.
Manchester City playing 4-2-3-1, Arsenal playing 4-4-2 here. Yeah, and the lineup remain Ederson in the goalpost for Manchester City, Vador, Akanji, Diaz, Walker at the back line, Gundogan and Rodri behind Doku, Silva and Savinho, the Brazilian, who is gradually coming up into the team of Manchester City, and Erling Haaland up front. Then for Arsenal, where we have Trossard and Kai Havertz up front. Yeah, Bukayo Saka, Partey, Rice and Martinelli at the midfield. Then Timber, Saliba, Gabriel and Califuori at the back line. Then David Raya at the goalpost.
Well, it's really surprising seeing Foden dropping down the pecking order in Manchester City this season. I think he has lost his starting shirt to the new boy Savinho, who has been starting for Manchester City this season. You have to look at it. The player was now adjudged as the best player in the EPL last season, so he has to do a lot of fighting to get his shirt back in this Manchester City search there. And where it's there from Gundogan there, Ike Gundogan with the first shot against the face of goal there, but that won't be going into the back of the net. Yes, on the strong foot, they should be doing better there. That was a good hold-up play from him there. Gets away from his marker, but couldn't connect with that shot very well across goal. And another player I think Manchester City will be missing today has to be Kevin De Bruyne. What it brings into the team is not in the selection today at all, not even on the bench for Manchester City. And I think it will be a very big miss for them.
No, the same way they got to be a big miss for us now. Two creative players, and so now there's no excuse that because of the guys. So they don't have De Bruyne available. So status quo is 50-50 now. So may Man City the better side win. Yes.
All right. Looking at this encounter, Erling Haaland, who is one of the top scorer right now in the Premier League, we've seen him score 9 goals, and if he that's 99 goals for Manchester City. If he gets his goal today, a goal today to be 100 goal for Manchester City.
Erling Haaland.
Yes, yeah.
He's going to beat on.
Drop it into the way there.
That's Haaland in the one.
And that is a goal! 100 goal. 105 matches.
He used that.
You don't leave this kind of holes. Don't give this kind of space for Erling Haaland. He will surely punish you. And he just made good use of it. That is what we know Erling Haaland to do.
Yeah.
What a way to score your 100th goal in 105th game for Manchester City. The guy is really a phenomenal player. And Gabriel is in disbelief. You don't leave that space for Erling Haaland to penetrate.
You don't leave that kind of space for Erling Haaland. He knows how to finish. Look how he deceived.
They were banking on something that yes for the last 3 games. He hasn't been able to score against Arsenal. Saliba and what's it called? Gabriel has done a good work over him. Look at how he opened up that defense there. Opened up and made open space there and just slotted it into the back of the net. Beautiful goal there from the Norwegian talisman. Erling Haaland, look at his movement. Look at that run. And you have to give it to that.
one goal. The last time this happened,
Savinho with that assist. Beautiful play from Savinho there.
No wonder is benching Foden.
It's not about no one that is benching Foden. I think Foden is more of a goal threat than Savinho. Savinho holds on to the ball more than he dribbles better than Foden. But when it comes to putting the ball into the back of the net, I would rather prefer starting Foden.
I don't think he put Foden on the bench. Foden had a long season plus Euros. So he was not present for most of the preseason. And you know Guardiola. So it tend to, since there's an alternative that is doing very well. In the course of the season, you will start seeing Savinho going to the bench for Foden. Guardiola doesn't joke with Foden. Trust me. Because Foden tends to be one of those players that is obedient. When he tells Foden go and do this, many of the time he does it and he does it very well.
All right, this 100 goal means a lot to Helen Allard getting this goal. I think he has equal Ronaldo the shortest period of time to get 100 goals. Like to this match now, I think they are in equal level right now.
Equal Ronaldo at where? At Real Madrid or at Manchester United?
At Manchester United.
No. I don't think Ronaldo got.
No, not at Manchester United.
It has to be at Real Madrid. Because we can't count. If you're counting from Sporting Lisbon to Manchester United, I don't think Ronaldo got 100 goals within 105 games for Manchester United. It has to be Real Madrid.
The number of games per goal ratio of Haaland is way better than Messi.
Yeah. Because if you are counting down 100 goals, maybe the shortest period for Ronaldo to get to 100 was at Madrid.
Okay.
But at Manchester United, I remember his first season, 2004, 2005, he wasn't getting that big number at Manchester United. So it has to be at Real Madrid.
All right. So another question. Calling Ronaldo, do you think he can get to that numbers of goals Ronaldo score? Because with the way he's going right now, it's like he's going to surpass it.
It depends on the battle. I think the best thing that worked for Ronaldo was that LD battle between him and Lionel Messi. Both of them were pushing each other above all limits. And there was Luis Suarez also in that mix. These guys were getting 40 to 90 goals. Messi got 90 in a season. Ronaldo got 70 in a season. So they were pushing each other above limits. And when Elena started, when it was at Dortmund, we had Kylian Mbappe at PSG, getting those good numbers, also pushing each other above the limits. But right now, you look at Kylian Mbappe at Real Madrid, and the number of goals are not yet coming. He has to do with some penalties these days, and there's no competition for Erling Haaland in the EPL. It's like all the strikers in the EPL has left that first position, that golden boot position to Erling Haaland. That belongs to you. So when there's no LD competition, you look at Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, both of them in the same league. Every weekend they are both pushing each other to see that they're getting close to each other in numbers of goals. That was an LD competition between two of them. But who is giving Haaland this competition in the EPL? There's nobody there.
And when you look at it, without competition, it's going like this. If there's competition,
we get close to. Just imagine if it was Erling Haaland and a Harry Kane in the EPL, both challenging for the golden boot coming every season. You will be getting a lot of goals.
All right now it is Manchester City leading Arsenal 1-0, and earlier on I think there was this argument between one of the editors in the studio and one of the analysts almost betting 5,000 naira. Somebody will have eaten that.
Yeah, yes, the game is still on. The game is on. It's still early stages of the game. Let's see, but it's still looking good for Manchester City. Coming into this game, I knew Manchester City were going to put Arsenal on the back foot, and getting the first goal under 10 minutes was actually the way to put it's not even icing on the cake this time around. It's the way to start the preparation of the cake. And right now you can see that they are putting the pressure on Arsenal. Arsenal are defending with all their numbers, having about 9 players defending against Manchester City. Their biggest undoing that got them to that made them considered go to Manchester City was them trying to come all out to play high line against Manchester City. You're going to suffer it. Even Chelsea suffered it twice against Manchester City when they were hit on a counter in that game. So that is the problem. You don't really, if you want to play against Pep Guardiola and these boys, you have to do a lot of defending against them. You have to be defensive conscious and know when to put the leg and know when to create your offside wall. Because if you're not getting your offside wall very well, they are going to make you pay for it.
I think Gabriel lost concentration there for that word that it was the one who brought in Erling Haaland to be onside for that attempt at goal. But free kick to Man City in a dangerous area also against Arsenal. Ondogan and Savio standing next to this one. And it looks like Savio is one hell of a player that will lead the Premier League.
Yeah, I think Savio will be interested in taking these as Erling Haaland makes way for the Brazilian who plays with Girona last season. He was on loan from Manchester City to Girona. But big one there from Gundogan there. But that eats the woodworks there and out for a throw into Manchester City. Was it David Raya who got a hand on that? Or it went straight crashing at the woodwork? Let's see that just 15 minutes into this game, and Man City are taking the pressure at Arsenal.
Outside,
I think it was Raya who got a hand on. Just the outside of the woodwork there. A beautiful take there from Gundogan. the former Barcelona player. He played one season with Barcelona after leaving Manchester City, but when he got to Barcelona, he said it wasn't all rosy the way it was when he was at Manchester City. He has to return to Manchester City. And that was a defensive clearance there from Brazilian Gabriel Martinelli, and that should be a corner kick to Manchester City. Just 50 minutes into this game, as Manchester City leading 1-0, courtesy that goal from Erling Haaland. What a way to start your season! 10 goals in 5 matches. That is an average of 2 goals per game.
2 goals per game. Wow.
And if it's going 2 goals per game, when we're going to week 38, that means you are seeing Erling Haaland getting close to 70 goals. That is so crazy from
close
that man. And it's going to be a corner kick down to Manchester City in this account as we are going straight into the 16th minutes of this game. Mike Oliver is having conversations there with Timber and Manuel Akanji in that moment. There, it's going to be a corner kick. Savio will fancy taking this into the box there, and the Brazilian goes for a short one there, sends it past into the path of his teammate there, but the referee will allow play to restart back from that corner kick. They have to retake that corner kick, and it looks like they really want to get this guy out. Rodri again there. They really want to get Rodri out of this game.
For me, it's looking deliberate here, you know. But clinically done, you know. It's clinically done.
Let's see that again. How did that go there? Let's see. Who was the hands over him? Oh, unable to Z. That was
that was a soft one anyway.
Look, let's look at it. Look at the hands all around everybody.
No, that was a soft one.
Just,
that was a soft one.
Well, they can't really say it's not in there, but they really have to be careful going into tackles against Rodri. It looks like the Arsenal players are coming into this game, you know, to try and frustrate Rodri and probably see him out of this game.
It's the game of football. 17th minute in that one at the Etihad Stadium. Man City leading 1-0 against Arsenal. Rodri.
It was a soft one.
Who moved on? No, you are.
It was a soft one.
Who moved on? No, you are already on emotion. You are already on a pace. It just reminds me of that Somerville little touch yesterday that got him to the floor. When you're already on emotion, just a small touch is going to destabilize your movement, and that was what made him feel awkwardly there. Look at that turn there. Look at that movement there to set Erling Haaland for that first goal, and what a sweet finish. Like, this is all we expect from Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson. But Jackson having this kind of chance, I'm very sure 10 out of 11 probably that is how you are clinical in front of goal there. That was Manchester City first goal. That one there was actually the goal there. Look at that pass. Put it on the plate for him there, and
he didn't even control. See where he put that pass. That assist scored that goal. You see Guardiola, and a few minutes before he told Savio something.
Yeah.
You understand? I understand.
Well, as a coach that's actually making names everywhere.
It looks like Rodri, the Spaniards Euro 2024 winner, won't be able to continue. He's asking for a substitution. 20th minute, Rodri has been forced out of this game. He won't be able to continue. Let's see what Manchester City, Pep Guardiola, who is currently sweating on his Spaniard midfielder, and it looks like Mateo Kovacic will be thrown into this game, and that is the end of the day for Rodri. And it looks like this is not a small injury. It should be maybe 3 months out injury. Let's see what Kovacic will bring in for Manchester City, because he will be thrown into this encounter at the 20th minute. And the injuries are getting too much for Rodri these days.
The number of games, that's why the players are thinking.
Look at that, another push in the box again. Arsenal needs to be careful. Looks like that is their tactics these days, you know, try and hold on to your opponent, but one of these might just lead to a penalty to your opponent.
And they are 1-0 down already. If they go 2-0 down, I don't think there will be a way out for them. But withdrawing Rodri from the game doesn't make it better when you are bringing up Kovacic.
Kovacic is another person who is very so comfortable holding on to the ball. There's Arsenal retaining possession against Manchester City right now, and it's Partey in the middle of the park there, and he was brought down. The referee has judged that to be a free kick. 2 Arsenal players on the floor there, and it looks like this game is going to have a lot of emotions of flying in from the players.
There's a big team that's currently interested in Thomas Partey. Was it Barcelona? One big team.
It was Barcelona. Where are they going to get money to pay? That's another question. Okay, right now we can see Kovacic on the page there. The Croatian midfielder has been thrown into this encounter to replace Rodri, who is out injured and looks like a new injury for the is it new ankle? New injury, yes, it's new injury there for the Spaniards. And the referee Mike Oliver is having words with the captain of Manchester City there, talking about Kyle Walker, the England on right back in that situation. A long one there for Arsenal, sends it onto the parts of Martinelli. Martinelli still looking for his first goal, goes ahead against Kyle Walker, drops it into the middle of the park, and then California with the equalizer. What a way to go back into this game for Arsenal. What a way to secure your first goal for the Gunners. And that is Riccardo Califori with that equalizer. What a hit there from the Italian defender. And you can see the Manchester City players are complaining to the referee, Michael Oliver, and let's see what they are complaining about there.
Yeah, do you think there's any issue that actually disturbed this goal?
I will have to see a replay. I'll have to see.
Already complaining for now offside?
I don't know.
Wow. I don't think offside is what they are complaining about there. We'll see what they are complaining about.
Let's see what they are complaining about.
All right, let's have a look. Look at the move.
That's not an
There's no offside here. What are they complaining about?
So let's.
The game was in motion, so there's nothing to complain about. That was a worthy hit there from California. Look at that. There was nothing the goalkeeper could do there.
Wow.
There was nothing.
Good technique.
Yeah, good technique there, good shot there. He was left free there by the Manchester City player, and he had all the time there to pick his spot, and he did that fantastically well. I'm talking about the player spotting the jersey number 33 for Arsenal. Califori, who played last season with Bologna in the Italian Serie A, in a fantastic season with Thiago Motta as the manager. You can see the frustration on the face of Pep Guardiola. That middle is already left open right now.
Yeah, it's left open, and it is like we saw the first attempt on Rodri. I was saying this looked like a deliberate thing by the Arsenal side to pick this guy out. And it repeated itself the second time. It was a technical and clinical, dislodge of Rodri.
I think that the game, if you look at it, it seems Rodri was not really fully fit. Because what happened? A collision with Kai Havertz doesn't have to be that much. Collision is part of football.
It was not much.
It's a contact game.
The collision with Partey was not much.
It was not much. It was just like a body shape. That means it was most likely half fit before the game. But
possible. Bringing
in Kovacic, once he gets into his rhythm, I think he will be one difficult player to contend against. But it's still game on in that encounter. Savio with a cross into the box. Oh, that was an easy save from David Raya from that attempt from Jeremy Doku right there.
All right, straight into the 24th minute of this encounter between Manchester City and Arsenal. The game is even right now, 1-1 between both teams. A first goal from Erling Haaland in under 10 minutes. And Califori with the equalizer for Arsenal in this one with that beautiful shot there. And yes, Manchester City will look to attack against Arsenal right now. He crossed into the box there, easily deflected out there. And Manchester City will look to come all out against the Gunners this time around. And it's the captain on the ball that returns it back into the middle of the park there. And what will they make out of this? Still holding on to the ball. I feel that is what they are currently playing against Arsenal. A switch off play there, tries to play in Doku, but easily cut out there by Julian Timber, and is going to roll out for a throw-in to Manchester City in the 25th minute.
Yeah, throw-in to Manchester City in the 25th minute of that encounter. Quick look at that game between Atletico Bilbao and Celta Vigo. Atletico Bilbao just made it 3-1 in that one, and I think Inaki Williams, the culprit for that one at the end of Jalo got that goal for them. So back to that game at the Etihad Stadium that has witnessed 2 goals already this first half, and two beautifully taken goals. 2 strikes at different intervals. One at the 10th minute of that encounter, and the other I think 22nd minute or thereabout of that encounter. Ball possession currently 62% to Man City, 38% to Arsenal. And Man City currently attacking with the ball via Jeremy Doku down the left. He will try to be trickery against Timbers. And it looks like since Timber came into this Arsenal setup, no one is going to chase him back today.
Yeah, but today he's playing as a right back. Ben White was actually reduced to the bench today. Savio on the ball there, cuts inward into the middle of the park. Manchester City coming all out against Arsenal. What will they make out of this? Still returns it back to the captain, who finds Savio. Savio goes against this man there, holds onto the ball, inwards there, drops a pass into the parts of Is that Gundogan, if I'm not mistaken? No, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva with the ball there as an Arsenal player to beat, but returns it into the middle of the park there. Still Manchester City coming out. Arsenal having everybody behind the ball right now, defending for the Gunners. I can see almost all the old 10 outfield players in the box. They cross into the box there, and still Manchester City dominating play. But I think Gundogan should have let that get straight into the path of that player there. Arsenal will clear their line. Is out for a throw into Manchester City. 27 minutes gone in this game. The pressure is really mounting on Arsenal.
Yeah, pressure eating up. Yeah, the stakes is getting higher in this one. Since Arsenal came back, the fans, the coaches will feel that, there is hope at the end of the day for them to get something away from the Etihad.
Well, coming to think of it, Manchester City are also playing with fire. You can see them having about 8 players, caged around the Arsenal box. And if Arsenal are really going to come out and eat them on the counter, it's really going to be crazy. Martinelli is a very good player with who has that speed on him. And you also have Bukayo Saka on the other side, another player who is full of runnings there. You can see Martinelli, that is what he's trying to do there, trying to move the ball away there and back into play. There is Manchester City coming through the rank, through the wing there. Savio cuts inward with the ball there, drops it into the paths of Gundogan there. Gundogan goes back to the captain, Kai Walker. Kai Walker comes inward into the middle of the park there and finds his teammate there. Gundogan returns the ball there, got the ball. Arsenal will break out against Manchester City right now, and they'll look to hit Manchester City on the counter there. Is dispossessed there. It's going to be a throw-in as Ruben Diaz was brought down.
That should be a free kick, no sir.
28 minutes gone in this encounter. I think the referee needs to start bringing the cards out because it's getting more rough.
Yeah,
shots there, but that should threaten the goalkeeper David Raya, and he handles and clears that perfectly well.
Yeah, David Raya came to the rescue. Easy shot, easy save for David Raya right there. The Spanish goalkeeper who has been relegated to second reserved goalkeeper for Spain, being in between the sticks for a second to none team. Arsenal that has been second back to back now, not able to win at the end of the day. So let's just see if this season will be different. But for so many people, they will really be open because over 2 decades that Arsenal's last touch the Premier League title right there. So back to that game at the Etihad Stadium. Diaz will link up with Akanji playing so high.
This I just pray to off them at the end of the day because it's a risky pattern of play against them. Yeah, it's so risky from them there.
When you have Saka and Martinelli, who has the pace that going forward, it can be really.
I think this is the kind of time you need Jack Grealish playing as a number 10 for you because these are players who can hold on to the ball and force Arsenal into making big errors. But we have Bernardo Silva on the pitch also. We have Gundogan on the pitch. Even Savio, these are players that can unlock the defense of Arsenal. But let's see how much the Gunners are going to defend for. How long will they do this?
It's either Doku or Grealish. Yeah. The way Guardiola has been.
Yes, Manchester City trying to open up there, but too much there for Savio to meet on that. So it's really going to be a big battle between Savio and Califori, who's playing at the left back for the Gunners today. It's 31 minutes gone in that encounter at the Etihad Stadium, and it's currently, it looks like Arsenal took a fast free kick there. I think the Manchester City players were still looking at the Arsenal players, or they were not ready for the restart of the play. Let's see how it worked there, because
I think there is a player down there, Manchester United.
Okay, that was the free kick. Because the referee just finished talking to the 2 captains there, and Arsenal took a fast one against them.
It's not the Arsenal fault. A Man City player should have stayed on that.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing like the referee didn't restart play. So it was Man City player that left. Yeah. They lost.
Okay, that was where they were complaining. I think the similar thing Declan Rice did. He tried to stop their free kick. That's what Manchester City would have done, and he got and he got the red card for that.
No. He will stay in front of that ball
and make sure everybody
kicks the ball. Yeah. You don't touch the ball. Stay in front.
In front of it and make sure so that his teammates can get in position.
Can recover. So I think so. It's not Arsenal. They saw a loophole and they took advantage.
Yeah, that is what really happened. They saw a loophole and they took advantage of it with the first touch, the first shot on target, and it was straight into the back of the net. Manchester City coming all out again. I'm looking for that to regain their lead in this one. Will they be able to get it in this game? We're still in the 33rd minute of this game. About 13 more minutes to go till the end of first half. It's still 1-1 between Manchester City and Arsenal.
Yeah, 1-1 it is. Savinho, we attack down the right. We're caught into the middle, and we set a long pass for Jeremy Doku to chase. But I couldn't keep that one in play. There was too much weight on that pass from Savinho. And Savinho knowing that too much weight on that one. And I think Savinho needs to do better in this game.
Yeah, he should be better.
Playing for a coach like Guardiola, he might not start the second half. If
not even Savinho alone, even Doku needs to get involved with the ball. His finishing product. He has to improve on his finishing and his link up play. It's not really about the way you dribble so much with the ball or how much you frustrate your opponent. The end product needs to justify the means.
Yeah, so the end has to justify the means in the world of football. What shall it profit a team like Arsenal topping for 30-something weeks?
You have to remind them about that one.
So the end actually usually.
But looking at this Arsenal side today, they can't hold the ball for long. I don't know. Is this the deliberate tactics or this is they are not?
Tactics. It is the recovery rate of
Manchester City.
There are two different things. It's not Arsenal tactics. It's the recovery rate. You look at when Chelsea was taking on this Man City, and Chelsea was in charge of the possession. You think it was easy? It was not easy.
Chelsea actually dominated possession in that match.
Just dominated possession. At the end of the day, they had the better share of ball possession against Manchester City.
For the first time in a very long time.
It was just unfortunate that they had a striker like Nicolas Jackson starting up front that day. I think if they had started, and we have the first yellow card in this game, Trossard will be getting that for that pull on Savinho.
It's like his younger brother.
So they need to be very much.
But in football, you don't know younger brother.
Holding him like that. Look at his
in football, we don't know younger brother. The younger player.
It's like his younger brother now.
So because he's a younger brother, you leave him to go and score. You shall allow him to go and score.
So game on in that encounter. Diaz will find Bernardo Silva, who will link up with Kyle Walker down the right, and his Man City 35th minute of this encounter, dominating possession. I can't wait.
This is anti-football. Anti-football. Okay, back to Savinho on the wing there. Savinho with the ball there for Manchester City. Returns it back into the middle of the park where he finds Kai Walker straight into the part of his teammate there. Manchester City coming all out to attack right now. As Akanji will feed it straight into the hands of Doku. Doku has two players on him there, Timber and Saka, but just to drop a pass there into the box. And that was almost dropping into the back of the net there. And Doku says that should be a corner kick, and let's see if the referee agrees with that there. That was a beautiful one to there to free himself away from Timber and Bukayo Saka were forming the block for him there. What a beautiful kick there from the Belgium international Jeremy Doku, and it's going to be a corner kick to Manchester City, the second one for Manchester City in this game, and then Savinho who will be taking this from Manchester City. Arsenal has really been good when it comes to blocking or defending against some set pieces, and yes, out into the box there. Arsenal clears the lines. Very beautiful were there, and they try to break out there. Arsenal will look to eat out on the counter. You can see the transition from the Gunners, from defending with almost everybody to attacking same way with almost everybody coming all out. Yes, Arsenal coming out with the ball right now, and the switch position tries to feed in straight into the part of Gabriel Martinelli, but Kyle Walker sends that out for a throw-in.
Yeah, Kyle Walker sends that out for a throw-in. It is right now, and Partey with the ball right now will link up play with Gabriel. Gabriel will find Declan Rice, who returns it back to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey will find David Raya, the goalkeeper, who links up with Saliba. Saliba, who has been in awesome form for the past 2 seasons and has continued it this season, walking straight into the first team of the French national team right there, and not looking like he's going to relinquish that starting jersey anytime soon. So Timber's running down the right, we drop a pass forward for Bukayo Saka. But hey, Villarreal coming back for his defensive duties and concedes a corner kick to us.
Yes, where Arsenal can also be dangerous when it comes to set pieces. We've seen them score, couple of goals from set pieces situation this season. That beautiful goal from Gabriel against Tottenham is one of them, and they have players who have that area threat. Well, area threat. Sorry. There's Gabriel and there is Saliba. There's Kai Havertz in the box there. And I think these are the kind of situations Arsenal needs to take advantage of. You can see the difference between Gabriel and Doku, who is marking him there. And let's just see if let's just hope Doku won't be freeing his man the way Romero actually freed Gabriel against Tottenham. A chance for Bukayo Saka to send an in-swinger into the box there, and Arsenal almost get to the second goal, and that was Gabriel going into that flight mode there, but couldn't get the right touch on that corner kick from Bukayo Saka. But he should be scoring this. It was free there.
All right, we have a message here from Ami. He said, "Good evening, guys." And Nikki said, "Man City 1, Arsenal 1." Say Kome Juan said, "Good evening, Premier Sport Fan Center. This is my first time watching. Nice one, guys. My prediction for today is Manchester City 2, Arsenal 1." Thank you very much for watching for the first time. That is Sekume. Then we have Osarenie Edonyi. Say, "Well done, guys. Happy weekend. Watching from Benin City, Edo State. Enjoying you guys commentary. Thanks."
Thank
you very much for
the part of the Arsenal goalkeeper there. Ederson on the ball there. And Ederson will hold on to the ball. What will he make out of this? Returns it straight into the part of the captain, Kai Walker. Kai Walker looks inward into the defense there. It's to Manchester City. And Arsenal looks to attack against Manchester City, having about 6 players in the Manchester City box there. Back in play is William Saliba on the ball there for the Gunners. And Saliba comes inward with the ball there, releases straight into the part of Timber. Timber with the ball there for Arsenal. Can it be a man with Timber in caliber? Returns it back to William Saliba. Saliba holds on to it, finds Gabriel. Gabriel comes inward with the ball for the Gunners there. And he chose to return it to his teammate there. Who is he returning it to? Finds his teammate in the middle of the park. There's still Arsenal coming all out right now and playing it dangerously in their own box. And also Manchester City having almost everybody in their own half, also defending against the Gunners and when they are in transition in this encounter. Arsenal holding on to the ball. Manchester City will be forcing them as we have about 6 Manchester City players coming all out to attack against the Gunners as they are in possession. Arsenal will look to send this out of the defense there. Returns it back to the goalkeeper. David Raya holds on to the ball in a long one to try and get Kai Havertz into play. Kai Havertz hold on play was really nice. They'll set it straight for the Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka will look to beat his 2-man there. Sends a long one into the middle of the park. Yeah, might just be a chance for the Gunners there. But Manchester City clears their line.
Yeah, Man City clears their line. And Arsenal beginning to grow into this encounter towards this the end of the first half. Calafiori will find Martinelli down the left. Martinelli tries to take a run to beat Kai Walker there. But Kai Walker recovers swiftly and finds Calafiori. Tries to run into space, and Thomas Partey returns it back to Gabriel. And it's Arsenal trying to play the high line against Man City. And looks like Arsenal will try to penetrate through those pocket spaces in the Man City defense. And it switches one to straight to Martinelli. And the cross into the box. Oh, and a touch from Trossard. But the touch went way off target.
And you expect them to be putting this into the back of the net because these are the one-off chances you see. And I think they should be man enough to come out against this Manchester City. Look at the chance they create here. And for about 30 minutes into this game, we saw Arsenal trying to defend with all their life against Manchester City. But straight into the 42nd minute, it's still 1-1 between Manchester City and Arsenal. The first goal in this game was by Erling Haaland. We got his 10th goal in the 10th minute in this encounter. Arsenal equalized through that beautiful shot from Calafiori in the 27th minute or 28th minutes. We're about there. And back in play there is Manchester City. Ederson takes a long one. And right now we are yet to see what's it called, Erling Haaland after scoring that goal.
Yeah, we are yet to see Erling Haaland. You know, playing in between for me, last season's best centre-back pairing is not going to be easy. Saliba and Gabriel. So it's not going to be easy. So I think over time, Haaland will still come back into this encounter and get some chances. And it's a free kick to Man City on that foul on Kai Walker at this point in time. Free kick to Man City. And play is about to restart. And Michael Oliver says, restart play and the game will go on. Kyle Walker standing next to it will return it back to Diaz. Diaz straight to the goalkeeper, Ederson. We're playing, I think that's Viados or Gundogan who will link up play with Diaz at this point in time, and Diaz will send a long one.
This switching of pass hasn't really worked well for them. So I think they should rather put it on the floor or when they are switching on wings. It hasn't really worked well. About 3 times we've seen it's being cut out when they try to switch on position. Yeah. Oh God, I miss De Bruyne.
Alonso.
I miss De Bruyne.
Alonso on the screens was said after losing that game against Atletico.
Okay, yes, still Manchester City attacking right now. Sends his pack into the path of the captain there. Yes, Savinho being called into action there. Savinho with the low one into the box there. Well, that's going to roll straight into the hands of the Arsenal goalkeeper there, of David Raya. Good awareness there from the Arsenal defenders, because I think at first we were expecting Savinho to send an in-swinger there, but he chose to go low on the floor with that. But good pick there from the Arsenal goalkeeper. And this is the 44th minute of the first half. There's still 1-1 between the Gunners and Manchester City right there at the Etihad. He's going to get the second goal in this one.
And the Rangers currently trailing 3-1.
Wow.
Away. So if it ends like that,
they're out.
They are out of.
I think they played 1-0 right here. Oh.
Yeah, 1-0.
Okay.
They won 1-0. And
yeah, man, just very chance for us now to get the second goal in this one. But that rolls out for a corner kick. Declan Rice presented with that good opportunity there. But that rolls out for a corner kick to the Gunners in the 45th minute of first half in this game. Let's see if Arsenal will be taking advantage of the second corner kick in this one.
Yeah, if Arsenal will take full advantage, it's still left to be seen right there. Corner kick to Arsenal at this point in time. And Bayer Leverkusen came back from a goal down to win 4-3. Boniface getting the winner at the 3rd minute of additional time.
We are used to seeing them scoring those kind of legs. Mangalis! Second goal for Arsenal. And we said it, from corner kicks, from set pieces, Arsenal can be a big threat, and that is the way to come back into this game for the Gunners at the Etihad Stadium. And Arsenal will be taking a lead at halftime over Manchester City. 6 minutes additional time by the 4th official in this encounter. And that is how this game is going to be. Gabriel putting Arsenal in the lead in this encounter.
And now it will be a tall order for Man City because Arsenal will defend with their lives. They are one team that can defend 90 minutes. Now give them 75 minutes to defend.
Look at the setup. Look at what do the Manchester City players looking at?
How do you have
Doku? How do you have Doku defending against Arsenal? Will always block the goalkeeper. That is one thing that is always you can see about 2 players distracting the goalkeeper from having a job. They didn't even allow the goalkeeper have it. Look at that.
They didn't allow. They blocked.
They blocked the goalkeeper.
This goal will be chopped off. This goal.
There was nothing. There was no way the goalkeeper.
Of course, there was obstruction on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, there was obstruction on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, that goal should be chopped.
Except if VAR doesn't. Check
because they actually ran to the goalkeeper, blocked the goalkeeper. It was in front of the goalkeeper. If I was the goalkeeper, I would have fallen down. I think that would have made it.
He went to the floor there. He went to the
ground.
Let's see what VAR will be checking that. But it looks like looks like that goal will be standing there. But the goalkeeper was actually obstructed there.
Yeah, it was obstructed.
And the goal stands.
This is the first time they're doing it. I think I saw it last season, even against Tottenham, whereby they obstruct the goalkeeper from making the flight during corner kicks. And no foul. Yes, that is the decision from the VAR there, that there was no foul, and the goal stands for Arsenal. Gabriel's goal for Arsenal. Arsenal currently leading 2-1 in this encounter.
It's like Arsenal have gone learning how to do technical fouls. That they will not be caught. This thing is a technical foul.
The one day is going to work against them. That is it. One day is going to.
One thing is the fact that when it works for you, you'll be happy.
Yeah.
If it works against you,
you'll be sad.
It's just either ways, the result of this encounter will be favorable to every Chelsea fan. Because Man City having 5 points ahead of Chelsea can be cut to 2, while Arsenal will be ahead of Chelsea with also just 3 points. 3 points.
Okay.
Yeah, so it will be a close. You just need to defeat Arsenal any of the legs and get on top.
Okay, we have back in play. There's Manchester City who are now chasing this game at their home turf, the Etihad Stadium. and they'll look to come back in this one. Now, Gabriel has really been a massive one for Arsenal this season, getting 2 goals. One was the winner against Tottenham, and this time around giving Arsenal the lead against Manchester City, the defending champions of the EPL. It's always an interesting tie between these two teams, and it looks like are they missing Rodri since going out?
Yeah, of course, it looks like they're missing Rodri defensively, but it looks like it looks like a game plan for Arsenal to withdraw Rodri from the game.
It looks deliberate.
To me, I think maybe they got an information that Rodri was not fully fit.
So,
because the Rodri that I know, that won't take him out of the game.
You know, you study this player, you know where he's having that injury. Just a little touch on it, you know, technically, you take him out. And I think that's what they have done. And look at how they take out the goalkeeper and got that goal. You know,
that is anti-football.
Is it the modern day football, or how will you call this kind of football?
That is what's called Mikel Arteta's own kind of football right now. And yes, Doku on the ball that returns back to the goalkeeper, Ederson. Ederson holds onto the ball as we get straight into the 49th minute of action in this first half, which means we've seen 4 minutes of additional time played already in this game. Manchester City chasing this one against the Gunners, and they look to come out for one of their last moments in this encounter. They are not in a rush, still taking their time, and looks like a team who is lost of thought. Yes, Ruben Dias on the ball there, sends it straight into the hands of Bernardo Silva in the middle of the park for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva will send it straight to the part of Mine Akanji, sorry there, and Akanji comes out to attack for Manchester City, sends it to Jeremy Doku. Doku goes one-on-one against his centre back there, and he has a chance for Manchester City, but Doku can't beat Julian Timber there. Julian Timber clears the lines for the Gunners and sends it halfway there. Manchester City met it halfway, and they'll look to attack against Arsenal right now. Still Manchester City in possession, and it's Gundogan who is on that ball there, if I'm not mistaken there. Oh no, that's not. Yes, to Manchester City, Akanji with the ball there. We come ahead with the ball as we straight into the 50th minute, which means we'll see 5 minutes of additional time already played in this encounter.
Yeah, 5 of the 6 minutes additional time, I think, will be extended to maybe 7 minutes. This first half in this encounter. So Arsenal leading 2 goals to 1 in that one, coming from a goal down at the Etihad Stadium as it is right now. Savio are complaining that he was fouled to the ground, but the referee says play on in that one. Kovacic will link up with Kyle Walker down the right, and Kyle Walker still turning with the ball. We try to link up with Diaz. Diaz still with the ball. The centre back pairing for Man City in this encounter. It's so surprising.
Anti-football, like,
honestly. Oh God. And now the thing is, Guardiola gets frustrated in games like this, and there's one guy that comes like to their rescue in games like this. Remember the Inter final, Champions League final. Rodri, he comes
to the game,
good in games
and
like
he got
this.
That winning goal for them.
Yeah, so and with him out, for Man City to survive.
As halftime at the Etihad Stadium is Manchester City currently trailing at home 2-1 against the Gunners in this one. And you can see the frustration on the face of Pep Guardiola, as this should be the last moment in this game. Yes, any moment from now we'll be expecting the referee to call this game to a pause. But before that, Arsenal can still initiate an attack against this Manchester City side. Manchester City regains possession, and that should be a yellow card to a Gunners player there. And the referee going to the sport card there, and Thomas Partey has just gone straight into the referee's book there for getting that that should be a technical foul there. That is a technical.
If he allows him there,
a
lot of pace, and with Haaland would have been running in on him right there. You have to take that one for the team right there. So anytime from now, it will be halftime at the Etihad Stadium. Arsenal still leading 2 goals to 1 in that encounter.
And we've not really seen what's it called, Erling Haaland after scoring that goal. He has been sandwiched in between the Arsenal defenders in this one. And still Manchester City regains possession. Arsenal regains possession against them, but the referee says there was a body eating there from Trossard, who is on the yellow card. He needs to be very much careful. Trossard in this game, he's on the yellow card and is going from bad to worse for Arsenal after leading. You know, we're saying these fouls are going to come to. It's going to come to halt them in this game. It's going to come to halt them in this game. And you can see the frustration on the face of the manager there, Arteta there. Trossard has gotten his match order in this one. Let's see, VR will surely be reviewing that record given to Trossard. But it was a yellow card to a red card, so I don't think VR will be reviewing that.
I think VR will check if that second yellow should be a yellow card.
Wow. You know, I think.
Even, I don't know, maybe replay. We'll see what really happened. We will need a replay right here.
Yeah, we need to look.
Mike Oliver saying he has to move away from the pitch there. He has gotten his match order there. Let's see that again. What really happened? He went straight into him. This is the same thing.
You're on a yellow card
and you're doing that. The same thing we saw from what's it called from Kai Havertz.
This is unnecessary.
It's the same thing we got from Kai Havertz at the start of the game to send Rodri out of this game.
Yellow card for crying out loud, and you that's an elbow to the back.
So Arsenal has been reduced down to 10 man in this encounter, and they'll have to play the next 45 minutes of this game.
Deserved red card. We saw the one against the Clarice. We were arguing it because not to
But
clear.
when we saw it was
But this one is a red card.
Wait. Hard for Manchester City right now. It's better they are playing against 11 Arsenal players than playing against 10 Arsenal, because Arsenal they are going to sit deep. They are going to sit deep for the next 45 minutes. Trust that from Arsenal.
They will just leave Saka that space of.
If it's a deserved red card, it's a red card. Be it first minute. To me, that's it by what's it called, Kai Havertz in the first minute of this game should have been a yellow card to Kai Havertz. That should have been a yellow card to Kai Havertz.
Because he's got like.
And the point we're asking for the referee. Why
Michael Oliver? No, as a point.
We saw Thomas Partey going into clash into tackles. You know, we've seen how many times Savio was brought down in this encounter before the first yellow card.
You know, I was telling you that it's like Arsenal have gone to learn technical fouls. You know what I'm saying? And they continue it because they were getting away with it.
Issue for contention. The second goal too, because they actually prevented the goalkeeper from accessing the ball.
Yeah. So they were getting away with it, and at the point, probably somebody must have signaled to the referee.
Not about the signal. You know what? It was in front of the referee that Trossard decided to go and badge Silva with an elbow, and you're on a yellow card. That's nobody's fault. You know, we were contemplating that why until we saw the replay. Even you can confirm. It's a yellow card anywhere in the world. This is not Anthony Taylor. This is Michael Oliver. See, I feel more comfortable with Michael Oliver handling a football match than Anthony Taylor. I don't know about Shegun, but for me, I feel more comfortable because Anthony Taylor, he can just switch off and he doesn't care.
He can decide to give yellow. He can decide to give
yellow
card for the whole of the day. Can you imagine? It was if you look at it in that encounter, you know, it's like he have his own. He was so soft in giving yellow card. Anthony Taylor,
probably that
yes, he was giving yellow card, but there are issues in the last match. No, I mean Anthony Taylor. Because there are offense, there are players who were already on yellow card. I was expecting a red card. They never give anybody a red card.
Not like the players went into tackles.
If you check that game, it was just due to sheer personal discipline of the players. They know once they are on a yellow card, they know the tackles they can't go into.
But that was the second yellow card, not like the first
knew he was on a yellow card in the center of the circle, and you went to badge a player like that. I think Ateta was just being emotional. If he goes into the dressing room and check a replay, he will have to call Trossard that you didn't do this well. It doesn't make sense.
All right. Let's quickly look at the stats of that first match. We've seen the end of the first half. It ended 2-1 in favor of Arsenal. You know, they came from a goal down to go top against Manchester City in this encounter right now. But it's not over yet because right now even the Arsenal fans are not settled because they are down with the.
I love hearing Yemi's analysis whenever he's annoyed. You know, you see that analysis comes out very well. But
when you're winning, you speak all the big grammars. When it's favoring you, all the grammar, the vocabulary will be coming out.
We saw a great first half, no doubt. You know, there's this kind of peace of mind that comes whenever it's not your team playing. And I can really salute you. You know, as an Arsenal fan, you're still anchoring this game. I know one way or the other, you be praying within your mind that Arsenal showing this, but it's not going to happen today. And, good tactics from what's it called, Mikel Arteta to come into this game, try and soak all the pressure, defend with almost all your players at the back, and try to eat Manchester City on the counter. But I think it has really worked for them in the first half. But just that moment of madness from Trossard to barge into Bernardo Silva and got that record, and really, really lot of dramas in the first half. Rodri out of the first half game, and that midfield has really been opened without Rodri in it. Coming into the second half right now, Pep Guardiola is a crazy manager. I know you want to take that risk of removing one player in that middle of the park to add to the attack and probably bring in Foden to add to the threats for against Manchester City. He will surely go all attacking against against Arsenal right now. I think he will want to take one of the defenders out, maybe Vado out of this game and attack with the likes of with Foden. So he'll be having about 6 players attacking against the Gunners in the second half. So we have a big second half, 45 minutes to come in this game.
All right, and the other encounter, the match of Barcelona has commenced, and we'll be talking about it too. And let's quickly look at the starts of the first half. It has been an interesting first half in this encounter. And also like the 2 matches today, the match between Newcastle and between Brighton and Nottingham Forest, there was a red card in that encounter. Nottingham Forest got a red card, and Arsenal also got a red card in this encounter. But it's not over yet. Let's wait for the remaining 45 minutes of this first half. Look at let's first of all look at the stats of this first half, where Manchester City dominated possession here by 66% to 34. No goal attempt, 5 goal attempt for Man City and 4 for Arsenal. Shot on goal, 2-2 either side. Shot off goal, 2-2 either side. And corner kick, 2-2 also either side. And if you talk about the goalkeeper save, 1 for the Villarreal and none for Edison. Yeah, red card. 1 red card for Arsenal, yellow card. 3 yellow card for Arsenal, 2 for Manchester City. That is the stats of the first half. Corner kick, 2-2 either side.
It was a first half dominated by Man City, but Arsenal still had their moment. Arsenal just chose to take their moment and take it very well. Look at this situation. From that
is the goal they're still talking about there. That Arsenal goal was the referee. As the referee not started to play before that free kick was taken. But I think he started.
Okay. The Arsenal player was back on his feet.
Yeah.
You see that it was the Man City player who lost concentration. So at this point, Arsenal could restart play.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
It was Kai Walker who was supposed to lock Gabriel.
Even Kai Walker.
But how did they leave Califori with all this
space? Yeah. And it was unexpected. So that kind of thing will most likely happen. Elinana should have stayed on that ball. That is the pure.
Okay, you can even see Kai Walker. He was even
directing the ball was free. The ball
it was free. Somebody would have been there.
The thing is, Elinana should have stayed on that ball. If I was the coach,
that's the same shot from from Pep Guardiola.
Elinana should have stayed on that ball. You don't leave it until your teammate is balanced. It's not Michael Oliver's fault.
Oh, and Guardiola want to destroy that chair.
They will remove from salary. All right, great. What a game!
All right, let's look at the bench now with Arsenal having the red.
Look at this girl also. Look at the way they just caged the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was so much caged there by the 2 Gunners players. Look at them. There was no way he was going to jump there. See, look at it. This should have been a foul. That should have been a foul. There was nothing the goalkeeper was going to do there. Look at that.
You know what would have happened then? That goalkeeper would have fallen down before that ball came to him. The referee will focus on it because he was still dragging with them. He was not down.
That was within his territory.
Now the territory was that they were only blocking. They did not push him. You understand what I'm saying? So he would have highlighted it so that the referee would focus on him.
I believe that was a foul on Ederson there. That was a foul on Ederson. Any day that was a foul.
Those kind of touches that prevent the goalkeeper attempting the ball, according to the rule of the game, I don't know where it stopped being a foul. We both know that. You prevent the goalkeeper from accessing the ball in his box. That's a foul. That's a foul.
I look at this. That was the first yellow card to trust. Yeah. I think it was first yellow card he got. Yes, yeah, pull Sabio. Yes, that was a yellow card any day.
Yeah, that's a clear one.
And no, this has to be the second one, the second yellow card here. Look at that. And to think that Manchester City were not attacking. Man City were not attacking there.
See this. That's an elbow to the back.
That was how they took out.
Look at that now.
That's an elbow to the back. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, we have talked about that. So let's quickly look at the bench of these two sides now. Most especially now
you don't do that in front of the referee.
Most especially now that Arsenal is having a red card. what do you think Arteta should be doing? But let's look at the bench first of these two sides. Let's start with the one of Manchester City, where they have Cruson as one of the goalkeeper there. Foden, Cousin. Foden is there, and Grealish is also on the bench. Kovacic has been introduced already. Lewis, McAtee is also there. Nunes, Ortega, one of the goalkeeper too, and Stone. That's the only player that is missing here that cannot play is Nathan Ake, who is having injury, Bob also injury, and De Bruyne also having injury.
Well, I think I'm looking at the bench, probably a Grealish or Foden might just be the likely substitution for Pep Guardiola in the second half, because these are players that can unlock up the Arsenal defense and hold on to the ball. I would really fancy Grealish coming in the second half. Maybe a tactical substitution from the manager. Take out Vador in this game. Play with a back three of Akonji, Ruben Diaz, and Kai Walker. Let's throw more bodies to the front. If Akonji can switch more to the left side of the back, and Kovacic joining more with the centre backs and defending. That is why you always miss Rodri in games like this, because he knows how to switch very well and join the defense line to defend for Manchester City. But without him right now, everything will depend on Kovacic moving a bit back to try and join the defense line. Why Bernardo Silva or Gundogan will have to drop a bit through the line to win ball possession or to start the transition for Manchester City in the middle of the park. So I think it's very much needed they bring in either Grealish or Foden in the second half if they want to unlock this Arsenal defense line, because Arsenal are going to defend with a lot of players in the second half.
And one thing is also that Viado has shown signs of promise that can join the attack. But one thing they need somebody that can absorb guys to himself. What Doku is not really doing it very well. Sabi is doing it better. But if we can see Grealish maybe in the middle of the park, playing in between the lines and trying to absorb guys to himself, take on one, take on two, then free up one other guy, drop the pass, I think so.
Okay, let's see how the game is going to restart on the second half, and that game between Barcelona and also Villarreal is currently on in that account in the Spanish La Liga. It's still 0-0 between both teams in that game. Let's see what we get in this between. Yeah, but just very chance and the first goal in that game. Oh, the referee says that is an offside call against Villarreal, and they were almost hurting Barcelona where it matters the most. Back-to-back losses from Barcelona after losing that game to Monaco in the UEFA Champions League. I think that there should be a VR check on this. Looks like on that man wasn't off here. Let's see what the referee gives. Is that this surely going to be an offside call against Villarreal in that moment there. Yes, so 0-0 between Barcelona and Villarreal.
Yeah, still 0-0 in that one. Villarreal, a team in form this season, doing very well. Yellow Submarines, like they are mostly called. And Nicolai Pepe, the guy that Arsenal wasted 70 million.
You have to call it waste.
but anyway, that goal was chopped off for offside, but it was a beautiful finish.
Yeah, beautiful
finish by that striker.
Yeah, beautiful dunk clear by the striker, and that is what it brings to the game, and how much SF Flix needs to get his defenders in this game. They need to be careful with the space they leave behind them, and Ter Stegen has really looked questionable these days.
When you look at Flick, it looks to me like those managers that are more like advocates. They don't care what they wear to the field. They are not fashionistas. Guardiola has that trait too. They just wear a round neck and just go for the match.
I think the Germans also like that. Most of the Germans manager, you just see them dress casually
for
to
the
games.
Match. Yeah, for the games right there. So I think, but all around.
It was just manager. You at least see him dressed in suit. I've not seen him dressed in suit. He's always on a track suit. Yeah.
All right, so let's quickly go to Arsenal bench here, because that is where we need to make some calculation here. Who can come on? Who can go out with that red card? Where we have Gabriel Jesus, Jorginho is there. Yeah, one midfielder there. Then we have Kakuri is also there. Kiwo, Lewis Kelly, Neto, one of the goalkeeper there from Brazil. Then Waneri, Raheem Sterling. Then Ben White. Yeah.
I think the good thing for us now with that record is that it was an attacking-minded player that got that record, so they can keep composure within at the back and the front and the first, that is the pivotal part of the middle of the park. They're having what's it called, Thomas Partey. So I think consciously they shouldn't be rushing into making an early substitution because of that record.
But with Thomas Partey now having yellow card too.
If it was a defender that got a yellow card, it's almost likely that Partey they were. Sorry, Thomas. It's almost likely it's going to be Trossard who will be withdrawn in this game if the defender was getting the record. So if I'm Arteta, I think I won't be rushing myself going onto the bench to make an early substitution for that record.
All right, what do you think?
They're currently leading, so there's no need to rush.
If you get a red card when it's your centre forward and you are leading, the best thing is to leave it like that. So towards the 60th, 70 minutes, this, if Ben White is coming up now, if he withdraws another attacker for Ben White, that means they'll practically have nothing going forward. And if they
he wants to defend with all the numbers in the second half.
The question is that can you defend in 45 minutes against Manchester City?
The best form of defense is still attack, and that is very important to note.
Okay, let's
so, but do you see them attack? Do you see them defending against Manchester City 45 minutes? This Arsenal.
It depends on the approach. It depends on the approach really, because the approach will now let's see if they will they will make the right decision at the end of the day. But with that substitution, Ben White coming in, I think we need to check who he replaced in that Arsenal setup.
All right, and our message page here where we have a message from Ejovic. Yeah, it's a common guy citizen, you know. You didn't identify which club you are supporting, and on our Facebook page.
Citizen.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Man City. Okay, common citizen. All right. Then we have VPN Iron. They say, I'm watching you guys live. Thank you very much for watching us. Keep watching us and keep the message coming in. Yeah.
And
so
on
over
the
to you.
Facebook page, let's check what the viewers are saying.
Yeah, that's what you just said. Just one view, comment. I just read it now.
So game on in that encounter, Villarreal, we find that Diaz at the heart of the defense, who has been solid for Man City this season so far, really knows how to interpret Guardiola's mind on the game right there. Kyle Walker will link up with Savio, and now is Man City going at the neck of Man City.
Arsenal.
Going at the neck of Arsenal. We like to put the chestnut out of the fire.
It was Saka that was withdrawn.
Saka was withdrawn for Ben White.
So they want to double up on Doku at that side to defend.
Yeah.
That is what they're trying to do. But it's actually a tricky one.
Coming into the out of
the defense. Yes, that means two of them will be doubling up on Doku on the side, on the right side. It was really a tricky one. Yeah, I think probably still a fair one. Yeah, might just be Manchester City going out there, but the touch on that pass from Bernardo Silva was just too much. Or was it from? I think it was from Kai Walker. Yes, it was from Kai Walker. But the touch was just too much. And you can see Pep Guardiola telling his boys and how to go out against some of this Arsenal side. They'll be interested in getting an early equalizer against the Gunners, because that is what is most needed against in this encounter. Arsenal will start play from the goalkeeper. David Raya takes a long one, and Kai Havertz up front there. He needs to be careful with the way he throws his hand, because I don't want to hear another complaint from Arsenal fans that was an unnecessary yellow card. That was a man where Akanji was brought down there, the Switzerland international there. Play has restarted, and it's Manchester City will be coming all out there. Yeah, he's Kovacic on the ball for Manchester City, takes and leads the attack for Manchester City, sends it back into the paths of his teammates, and Manchester City looks to attack against Arsenal, who are also defending with all their numbers at the moment.
Yeah, Arsenal defending with their numbers. Who would blame them? Even the full men against Man City, you would defend. Talk less of when you're one man down in this kind of situation. So, Kai Walker with the ball will link up. Thomas Partey also on a yellow card. Now, they need to be careful. Thomas Partey is a very, very important player.
He's a sweeper.
In fact, I can say one of the most important for us.
Yeah, for Arsenal. He was missed last season when he was out injured.
Yeah,
he has to be very. He also needs to be careful, going into tackles, because he's a sweeper, and you expect Manchester City tricky players, to try and get him, commit him into getting another yellow card in this game. You can see Arsenal defending like a pack of chairs right now, and let's see what all the Gunners are going to handle this Manchester City straight into the 50th minute.
No other player on the bench to come in and do what Partey does.
Yeah. Straight into the 50th minute of this encounter. As Manchester City taking out the pressure on the Gunners right now, still looking for how to unlock out this wicked setup by the Gunners at the back. And yes, still Manchester City here with the ball there. Gundogan will send it straight into the path of his teammate there. Yes, Savinho cuts inward with the ball there, returns it to his Manchester City teammates. Still Manchester City looking for that opening. And what will they make out of this? They're still Arsenal defending or going and chose to go so wide straight into the path of Jeremy Doku. Doku has 2 players to beat right now and sends it back into the middle of the park. There's still Manchester. Kovacic finds Savinho there, but Manchester City lost possession. It's Kai Havertz who regains possession for Arsenal there. Looks to run against now the players there and lost possession. The referee allows players to continue, says that was a fair foul there, fair tackle, sorry. And Kovacic with the ball there for Manchester City. Manchester City will turn the defense into attack against Arsenal right now, and they'll look for to create another opening in the Arsenal's defense.
Yeah, they will look to create an opening right there. It's Bernardo Silva who will link up with Savinho. Savinho tries to cut into the box, but Calafiori lost possession again to Savinho. Look at how Savinho is being tricky. And the lineman raised his flag and said that is that was a foul on Savion right there. So free kick to Man City in a dangerous area. Yeah, the young man proving to be a menace for any opponent. We saw
against Kukureya. Kukureya for the minute he was on the pitch that day, it was really oh, look at a beautiful one from Barcelona there.
That was a good chance.
Yeah, good chance from Barcelona, but Villarreal will turn defense into attack in quick succession. Yeah, might just be a chance of Villarreal, but he's still defended there by Barcelona. Still Villarreal going out in their numbers in their yellow jersey to attack against as a flick Barcelona. Here's the free kick to Manchester City, and it's
a good chance.
What a chance there for Villarreal. And into the box there, but there was nobody to hit onto that ball there from Bernardo Silva. And it looks like frustration for Manchester City players as we're getting straight into the 5th or 2nd minute of this game. And they're still trailing Arsenal right there at home at the Etihad Stadium. It's Manchester City 1, Arsenal 2.
Yeah, it's Man City 1, Arsenal 2 at this point in time. Man City drew the first blood. And like they usually say, no be person with first score police the win case. In this situation, Arsenal has come back from being 1-0 down, now 2 goals to 1 up. Though controversial second goal, but hey, the Arsenal fans will take it. 2 goals that has.
Funny enough, Arsenal can still get a goal in this game. Do you know?
Yeah, they can. If Man
they can still get a goal in this game. Funny enough.
Yeah, they can. They can really, and that would be.
I remember. Reminds me of that game between Chelsea and West Ham last season when West Ham got a red card against Chelsea in the first leg. And it was 1-1 when they got that red card, and thinking that Chelsea were going to win that game and come back to win that game. But unfortunately, Chelsea lost that game against West Ham in that one. So anything can still happen in a game of football. Yeah, yes, Manchester City coming all out there. And it's Matthew Kovacic on the ball there, returns it onto the parts of his teammate here. Yes, through back into the parts of Matthew Kovacic. Kovacic holds onto the ball possession and yes, sends it into the middle of the park. Yes. This tactics is just funny. Oh, Barcelona has pulled the scoreline in that one.
Lewandowski
there with the first goal in that encounter against the Yellow Submarines. And it's Barcelona who has just broken the deadlock. 1-0 the lead against Villarreal from nowhere. That goal came up.
One thing about this fixture, Villarreal, Barcelona, is that a lot of goals most times comes through. And I think this is just the beginning of goals in this fixture. But Lewandowski, honestly, this guy knows how to score goals. There are some guys that are born goal scorer, and I think
Lewandowski is one of them. Look at that look at that ball, drops it onto his path. Reminds me of that goal Erling Haaland scored for what's it called for?
De
Jong is back. Wow. Really great. And yes, Manchester City.
No, that's not De Jong. I think that's Is that De Jong?
What's it, just number 14?
14, number 14 for Barcelona. I don't know. I think
it's to Manchester City coming all out to attack against Arsenal, but Arsenal will clear their lines and is out for a throw into Manchester City. And it was quickly taken. Yeah, Jeremy Doku being called into action. Yeah, sends it back into the middle of the park, and still Ruben Diaz on the ball. Looks inward into the middle of the park. Finds Kovacic. Kovacic advancing for Manchester City. Finds his teammate. They'll choose to go straight out wide to the wing right there. And calls on to Savinho, and still Manchester City with a chance there. What would they make out of this? Arsenal clears their lines and still holds onto the ball in the center of defense, and they'll look to attack in their numbers. But they clear their lines And it's Ben White who clears the lines for the Gunners. It's out for a throw-in as we approach the 55th minute in this game. If we have to check ball possession, it should be 99-1 in this encounter.
Looking at the tactics, it's like Arsenal, they don't want to keep possession, because to me, keeping possession is taking the ball.
Manchester City wants them to come out against them, so they can, take advantage of an opening. Even when Arsenal was complete on this pitch, they were not coming out to attack against Manchester City. Talk less of when you are now one man down. Should they come out against Manchester City and Manchester City regains possession, it's going to be Manchester City coming all out. And you have Erling Haaland up front to compete against. It's clinical in front of goal. Really? You give Erling Haaland 5 chances in this game, he's going to score 4.5 against any goalkeeper. So you have to be very careful of who you are leaving, who you are giving that space. Look at that first goal they scored. Just Arsenal trying to try their luck if they can early game rush against Manchester City, and it did work the magic for them. Manchester City got the goal. So they need to be careful with the way they are going out against Manchester City.
All right, and Yemi, did you see them keeping to the end?
It's very much possible, really possible.
It's very much possible Arsenal get the third goal.
If there's a team that can defend very well from timely memorial, few seasons ago till now, it has to be Arsenal. One of the best defense in the Premier League, considered some of the fewest number of goals. So you just have to say it as it is. I think
this is like kind of places you miss Rodri, for Christ's sake. Rodri with the ball on the edge of the box. A shot will surely come in there. And yes, Doku will go ahead and beat his man there, cuts into the box there, but lost possession. Is out. It's a roll out for a throwing corner kick to Manchester City. We are getting straight into the 56th minute, approaching the 57th minute, and he crossed into the box there. But Arsenal will clear their line. Still Manchester City in possession. What a shot, and what a wasteful shot there from that young man there. It's going to roll out for another corner kick. That was a Akonji with that hit on the ball there. And it's going to roll out for another corner kick to Manchester City. And it's Gundogan who is standing on this. Will he take an in-swinger, or will he be going for a short pass? We'll be seeing that any moment from now. I think Vado should be playing more on the box, because Vado is another player who has that shot in his legs. Just to go for a short one, drops the ball into the path of Jeremy Doku. Doku will cut inward, tries to drop a pass there. Doku regains possession. Still Manchester City coming all out against Arsenal right now. Switches position and goes straight to the wing there. Finds Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva cuts inward, finds Kovacic. Kovacic will lay that down. And still Manchester City. Wow, they made a lovely shot there. A powerful shot there, but that won't threaten the goalkeeper. David Raya. Warrish hits there from the captain. Kyle Walker there in the 5th or 7th minutes of this game. We're 3 minutes away from 1 hour mark of football, and the Gunners are currently defending with all their life.
Look at this. Manchester City, they don't like taking shots from outside the box. Look at this. It was a good attempt. I think more of it. They can be lucky to get a deflection.
It's not like they don't like. It's not like they don't like taking shots. It's not just about you taking shots, but your shots going on target and you, getting the right finesse to put it into the back of the net. We've seen Kovacic shots. We've seen another shots. Shots that which have been skyrocketed in this game, or just played awkwardly. So you just need the right or the normal precision to get it into the back of the net. That is where you miss players like Rodri. Rodri takes shots from outside the box.
Yeah, with so much body in the box there, you can get a slight deflection and beat David Raya.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
He's 1 out of 10.
1 out of this defense, there's something Arteta has done to this defense. The organization. They are very organized defensively. You have to look at the way they come. That's why as a bookie, you need to be careful with taking Arsenal on maybe over 2, over 3, because when you see this, if they are not scoring, they hardly concede.
I think the best bet for Manchester City right now is just to force Arsenal into making errors at the back and win a penalty against the Gunners. This one, that is all a big important save. What a shot from Bernardo Silva, but that one threatened the Gunners there. He's asking for a push. There was a push there, but big save there from David Raya. Brilliant save from the Arsenal goalkeeper there. Look at that header.
Look at Erling Haaland. Look at how we saved that one.
But I think Bernardo Silva should be doing better there.
But it was not balanced. He just saw that ball, tried to react to it, and look at it. And see, it was not balanced.
How's that a corner kick? That should be a corner kick. That should have been. That should be a goal kick. Look at that lift.
Look at David Raya.
But
I think Calafori will have.
If that ball if that header from Erling Haaland has gone into the net, would that have been a goal?
Yes,
with him resting on. He was resting on the defender like that.
He was on air already.
He didn't leap on the defender to take off. So he was on air already. So I don't think he will be chopped off. So
All
game
right.
on in that encounter. Man City attacking down the right with the ball, and Savio is with the ball right here. We return it back to Kyle Walker. Man City now asking all the questions.
With that save there, Vador with that shot.
Oh my God!
Hey, David Villa is becoming something
This
else.
is a brilliant save.
Wow,
Oh
brilliant
my
save, brilliant
goodness!
save from
Point
there.
blank
Point blank
save.
there from the goalkeeper.
Got up and picked the rebound also. Reminded me of that back-to-back save against Atalanta.
And he's the man who's
Really,
keeping
really.
Arsenal in this game. Right
He's
now.
the man. He's the man. He needed to come good for Arsenal today, and so far he has been coming good. If he could keep it up like this, maybe we'll be looking at the man of the match performance from
What a
the.
chance there for Villarreal to come back into this one with this time around.
Oh!
But that sails up wide and it won't drop into the back of the box of
Top
the net
of the
there.
net, yeah.
Yerimi there with that chance for Villarreal, almost beating the Barcelona goalkeeper
Ter
Ter Stegen,
Stegen, yeah.
right there. And yeah, might just be another chance for Manchester City, and still Manchester City coming all right now. And Savio on the ball there drops into the middle of the park there. Manchester City is still creating chances against Arsenal. He crossed into the box, but Gabriel will clear the lines for the Gunners, and still Manchester City regaining possession in the Gunners box there. It might just be a chance, but Arsenal will finally have the opportunity to eat out against Manchester City on the counter.
Right.
But he clears that out, and it's going to be another throw-in to Manchester City. Even the frustration is there. from the
Yeah,
Arsenal
the
players.
Rice. Look at the frustration. They don't get to keep the ball at all. What they just can do is just to clear to the lines, and Man City will come at you again. Reminded me of that semi-final Champions League game, Chelsea
and,
Barcelona. And these same Arsenal fans were criticizing Chelsea then for playing
Packing the box.
packing the box, guys. And now Arsenal is packing the box. My
You just have to
goodness.
do anything to win this trophy. That is what really matters right now to the Gunners fans. And the cross into the box there, easily deflected there by the Gunners, and they're taking out everything. For how long will they keep on holding and defending against this Manchester City side? Doku with the ball there, drops one into the path of his teammate. Yes, big chance for Manchester City, and easily defended by the Gunners, who will look to break out on the counter. And here might just be a chance that Arsenal fans in this game here against possession. Kyle Walker against possession almost immediately for Manchester City, who will look to pounce on this against Arsenal right now, as Manchester City attacking right now. Creates an opening there, and here's the ball back into the part of Savio. Savio goes straight against his man across into the box, and that should roll out
goal
for a
kick.
goal kick. And I think Pep Guardiola should be going to his bench now and make that needed substitution.
I think a Grealish in
a
this game
Grealish in
will
this
put
game
more
will be better.
pressure on the Arsenal defense. I think so. But looking at it, these guys on the field too are doing all they could. It's just the resilience of the Arsenal defense. 10 goal attempt to none.
Arsenal are yet to come out in the second half. You know, they've been defending with all their life. I don't really know what is going through the head of Mikel Arteta in this. I think this is looking like not like a time wasting from the Gunners right now. This is not a sight. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing
This
wrong
is not a sight that Arsenal.
But
fans
you
want to
don't
see.
start. These are the old days style, because if
There's
anything you do
nothing
now,
wrong
we
with
added.
it.
Old days.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think there's
sitting
anything
on the floor. We cannot assume that there's nothing wrong. How many times have you seen Raya do like this
No.
when Arsenal wants to waste
That's a
time?
yellow card too on the bench. Yes, someone getting a yellow card on the bench. It looks like he's an Arsenal player on the bench. It's really getting emotional right there at the Etihad Stadium. And still Arsenal leading 2-1. They've managed to keep hold of Manchester City for 20 minutes in the second half. And what a game of football. Are they bringing in okay,
No,
this
Lewis Skelly.
Oh, he got a
Yeah.
yellow card when warming up.
Yeah, I got a yellow card. Maybe. What's this? I think the medics are actually.
I think this
attending
is
to
more about
the-
tactical, maybe for the manager to have a pep talk with the Arsenal boys.
Yeah.
And you can see Pep Guardiola also coming out to talk to the Sky Blues there. The Manchester City players are having one-on-one discussion with their manager. They need to find a way to penetrate through this Arsenal defense, and this was what I expected from Postecoglou when Tottenham got that record against Chelsea last season. But rather they keep on playing high-line football against Chelsea. You have to change to low block and try to defend against whoever you are losing. How do you want to score? How do you want to attack against the team? You see. So I think it's more of a tactical time wasting there from the goalkeeper. David Raya will stop play as we approach on the 66th minute of the second half. Still Manchester City trailing 1-2 against Arsenal in this one.
Yeah, it's Man City trailing 1-2 at the Etihad Stadium. I think they've not lost in this stadium for some time right now, but I think the last game they lost here was Brentford. Brentford 2-1. This same scoreline. It was Ivan Toney that is now playing his trade in Saudi Arabia for Al Ahly that did the damage to the citizens right there. So Arsenal taking Man City taking the game to Arsenal right now, and the game now looks a bit boring. One-way football. Not exciting.
Straight in the 67th minute, Arsenal regains possession and they'll clear their lines. So back to center.
Honestly,
and the goalkeeper.
It looks more like a Man City Burnley game.
It looks tactical because all Manchester City all Arsenal needs right now is just Manchester City to just lose concentration for one moment, and when they hit them on the counter, because everything right now it looks like they're just trying to push Manchester City to come all out against them, and tactical foul there. The referee allows plays to continue.
That was not a foul.
Yes,
that was a clear tackle.
He got the ball right there, and Manchester City regains the ball. So they might just be trying to maybe just try to give Manchester City a lot of possession and have that wrong sense of belief that yes, we are dominating play, and out of the blue moon they can come all out to hit them on that wicked counter. But let's see how it goes there. Manchester City are still chasing that equalizer. Doku on the ball there. Jeremy Doku will come inward with the ball. He's always dribbling.
Yeah, always dribbling right there with the ball.
Product is not always.
But sometimes you need it for a low block like this to break through that.
My goodness, look at how those bodies were blocking everything that Man City is throwing at them. This is serious Jose Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho was better than this. I've not really seen something like this in football for a long time.
My goodness.
Like seriously.
This is
terrible.
This is anti-football. Even Chelsea, that was the trademark for this football in Premier League, is now tilting towards more entertaining football. This is not.
Jeremy Doku on the ball there for Manchester City. Has to play, has to beat, and set it.
And Barcelona made it too.
And Barcelona made it too. Wow. Counter already. Here's a chance for Manchester City to find an opening in the Arsenal back there. Jeremy Doku returns ball into the middle of the park there, and it goes for a collar and easily blocked there by the Gunners, who defended with all their life there. Back to Jeremy Doku.
Jeremy Doku attacking down the left with the ball. We try to be trickery and cuts into the middle. Finds Kyle Walker, but he couldn't keep that one. Lost it, but Savion whistles back and he shoots. Oh, the attempt kept rising. Too much power, pace on that ball, and there will be a substitution. Phil Foden will be coming on
for Doku.
For Jeremy Doku in this one.
Like I said about Jeremy Doku, is always about cutting inward there, but the shots, the finishing is not really there from Jeremy Doku. I think Foden is an intelligent player that brings that into the play. He can cut in and gets that shot.
No, look at how Lewandowski converted that goal. Wow. He was not balanced. He was born to score goals, honestly, and he has scored so many of it. I think almost over 400 career goals or thereabout.
Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo makes a lot of players looks like
they're not doing much.
They're not doing the good work. And might just be a yellow card to Manchester City in the middle of the park. Yes, Ruben Diaz will be going into the books of the referee for that foul on the Arsenal player.
Yeah, so Ruben Diaz now. That's an elbow to the head.
That's an elbow to the head. That should be a yellow card. That should be a yellow card too.
Not a red card.
Yes, not a red card. No, even Trossard wasn't a straight red card. It was a yellow card. So it was a double yellow card that led to that red card from Trossard in that encounter. We're still chasing this encounter straight into the 70th minute of this game. 20 more minutes to go in this one. Arsenal's really tried their best and they've really contained Manchester City for the past 25 minutes of this game. They have 20 more minutes to hang on in this one for an important 2-1 victory, which might just be one of those defining moments for them this season.
Yeah, it might be a defining moment, Karius moment of the season for the Gunners, and a cross into the box. And that's a good chance, Calafuri. That'll be a clearance from the citizens right there. Who will try to pounce on this one? But Arsenal wins back possession. And Arsenal attacking right now. A long ball forward for Martinelli to chase.
Villarreal has started the comeback in that one. And finally, they've gotten one over the Barcelona goalkeeper in this one.
My goodness.
Is that Pepe with that goal? No.
Ayoze Perez. The former Leicester City
player.
Forward.
against Barcelona. Manchester City, not Barcelona this time around, coming all out right now to attack right now.
And that was well timed pass from Pepe.
That was a beautiful pass. There was nothing the goalkeeper Ter Stegen could do about that. It was almost getting that.
Yeah, it was almost, but almost could not kill it.
Yeah, 3 goals in that account.
City coming out again. Yeah, looking for that equalizer against Arsenal, and they chose to go out wide. They find some Phil Foden on the ball there and into the part there, into the middle of the park. Kovacic should be eating that with the first.
He saw the bodies in front of him. That will most likely will be the reason why
they start to score.
Yeah, back to default settings. And
that deflection,
but the deflection still took it straight.
It's there from Ruben Diaz there, almost there for Manchester City, but they keep on asking that question. Oh, it took I think the last deflect straight into the hands of the Arsenal goalkeeper. Calafiori is currently on the top there. It looks like he has gassed out in this game, and we're straight into the 73rd minute of this game, and Arsenal are really trying to hang on in this one. Once we get to the 75th minute, it's just about 15 minutes to go, and you know they've tried for 35 minutes, and they should be able to do it for the next 10 minutes of that game.
Well, 18 minutes.
And I say once we get to the 80th minute, it's remain 10 minutes for them. If they can hang on to the 80th minute, then 10 minutes they should be able to.
They don't need 10 minutes.
Everton considered 3 from 85 minutes.
85.
So in football,
but this game is not looking like a game Arsenal will lose. The best Manchester City might get in this game is a
draw. Yeah, I think something like what happened against Chelsea, 12 points, and the two teams will be ahead of Chelsea with just 2 points.
Yes, Arsenal making the second substitution in this counter. They'll be throwing in Kiwol will be coming in for the Calafiori. We got Arsenal the first goal in this encounter. And Gabriel also, it looks like Arsenal they've been depending on defenders for their goals this season.
Yeah, they've been depending on defenders. That's what happens when you don't get a proper number 9. Look at Erling Haaland. Remove his goals for Man City, remaining 2. That's the difference. That's
in 5 matches.
In 5 matches. The whole Man City who is up front for Man City that cannot score goals? But they know they have a prolific goal scorer who can convert, and they work for him, he converts the goal. So I think that's just practically it. The difference is they don't have a well-proven goal scorer right there. Timbers showing solidity for us now, but the end result really nothing to write home about. So 75th minute of that encounter at the Etihad Stadium.
Going back to status quo again.
Man City still trailing 2-1. Arsenal already going back to default settings. Defending with their lives right there in that encounter. So maybe he wants to block a loophole and do something about it.
Wow.
And you'll have to look at Ruben Diaz.
I won't be surprised if Arsenal take this 2-1.
It's really possible. And it will be a very good
might just be a chance for Arsenal to get the third goal in this one there. About the last possession, Manchester City will look to eat out on the counter this time around against Arsenal. But Arsenal were caging themselves around the box of Manchester City, and it's time for Manchester City. Arsenal returns back to their default setting. But
the question here might
because some players running back immediately.
Hey. But here might this kind of situation when you are defending like this and when you are attacking, who gets tired the most?
No, it's you who's defending. You don't have to you won't want to lose
it's the defending
that gets tired.
Yes. Because those playing the ball, they are enjoying the game. If you are defending, you are suffering. Okay. That's just the interpretation. You suffer. So you suffer more when you are defending compared to when you are attacking.
Right. God. Wow. What a game we are currently having at the Etihad Stadium. It's still Manchester City coming all out right here. What has eluded them has been that unlocker of the ball who is going to unlock up this Arsenal defense for Manchester City in this game. This is where they miss Cole Palmer and what Cole Palmer might bring into this Manchester City.
And Ter Stegen looks to be in pain.
Big shots there. Manchester City preparing to substitution of Jack Grealish and
this guy should have been on earlier in this encounter. Jack Grealish, even ahead of Phil
Walker. Going out to me that's the wrong substitution.
He looks tired. Really tired.
John Stones coming in and Savinho also being withdrawn for Jack Grealish for the remaining 12 minutes of this encounter. For 12 minutes, Arsenal has 12 minutes to hang on to their 2-1 lead in this encounter against the Manchester City in what has really been a tactical game between Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta.
And injuries is beginning to set in for the Barcelona side. Ter Stegen is currently down, looks to be in serious pain, and that's one sight many Luna faithfuls don't want to see, because it's Ter Stegen. They are rock solid, man.
You know what makes me really laugh about this Arsenal games is the way they lose the ball and
And
they are
they
all running back to
back.
go back and defend. Manchester City coming all out once again against the Gunners as we're getting straight to the 79th minute, about 11 more minutes to go in regulation time. Who is going to unlock each other? Will it be Arsenal keeping hold of their 3-1 victory in this one? Another long one, another wasteful shot there from Kovacic, and that's unthreatening on the Arsenal goalkeeper.
A little bit of tiki-taka in that front, just the way they used to do touch into the box. They can get a goal. I mean,
It won't work. You're having about 9 players.
They're defending with the numbers. You know, blocking the spaces. Yeah, you see the angles. They block the spaces. So if the ball meets the first person, the second person to the third person, and they still goalkeeper. So it's one terrible way of defending.
It's kind of this way, no doubt.
Ter Stegen is in serious
out
pain.
of the box there. And Arsenal will look to attack against Manchester City. Back to Ederson, who hasn't really seen much in the second half for Manchester City. Sends it back into the part of his centre back there. And here's Manchester City coming all out, and Arsenal are going to reorganizing themselves to defend against this Manchester City side. Still Manchester City cuts inward with the ball there, and we are back to normal default setting.
Yeah, normal default settings it is for Arsenal. What is that default setting?
80 minutes now.
Defense. You can see even the hierarchies of Barcelona. They don't want to see that because I don't think there's an equal replacement for Ter Stegen for them. Ah, my goodness. So, Belal is out for the season. Now, it looks more like Ter Stegen is in serious pain. It looks like he's in serious pain right there. And the game must go on.
The game must go on. Let's see what Grealish bring to the party. You know, beautiful one. This is what we're talking about. Oh, but they lost it.
Work. Look at the numbers at the back there.
Wow.
Now, the counter. Martinelli on the ball there for Arsenal as they look to come out for one of their moments in this game with the Gunners. We're getting the third goal in this one. They still need that one more goal against Manchester City to feel secure in this one. As we're going straight into the 81st minute, is Manchester City dominating possession. 81 minutes gone into this encounter, and it's still Arsenal leading 2-1 against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. Still Manchester City with the ball right now.
Yes, Man City with the ball, trying to press, to ask questions of this Arsenal defense. Yeah, they missed him.
All right, we have a message here from Benedict Boniface. Say, dancing my gong to the annoyance of Yemi and Shegu. Arsenal will surely win this match.
Let's see if they'll be winning. Let's see if they'll be winning this straight into the 82nd minute. Time is fast ticking.
Let me advise Mr. Boniface. Before you start dancing, gong, wait for 90 minutes because anything can happen. You know, this is Manchester City. It's not another team. And this is Etihad.
No, you have to give it to Arsenal for their defensive consciousness in this game. Yeah.
Match end. Arsenal will win this match. Arsenal will go top.
No,
they will go top to 13 points.
They will go top. Yeah,
they will go top. So it is Manchester. It is Liverpool.
Liverpool
has
has 12.
Who are Man City having 12? The problem is they will be second.
Yeah. You're right.
For how long can they depend on this?
And it's only the Aston Villa also have 12. So 3 teams with 12 points there.
Yeah,
so it's a tight
situation up there.
But it's not over. Let me not count that here because this match I'm still doubting.
I think Arsenal looks more like they will grab something at the Etihad with the way they are defending, except if they make mistakes at the back, which is mistakes can happen. But with this way they are defending, if they can hold it till the end, I think they will get something out of the Etihad, either 3 points or 1 point at the end of the day.
Yeah, and see Liverpool now attacking
and a cross into the box. Hey, Erling Haaland was and David Raya had to react.
Oh,
beautiful shot. David Raya
has been the only reason why Arsenal yet to concede in this game. Look at that beautiful save. That was an important block there from the goalkeeper. Went down so early and got a hand on that half volley there from Vado. That was an important block there from the Arsenal goalkeeper because that was destined for the back of the net.
He has fast reflex.
Yeah, that was
very sharp
reflex.
You know, and that's what kept him. He can save a double.
We're straight into the 87th minute, approaching the 88th minute in this game. 2 more minutes for Arsenal to hang on against Manchester City in this one.
Yeah, Martinelli has been withdrawn for Gabriel Jesus, 2 Brazilian, one being withdrawn, the other coming on in that encounter. Still Man City with the ball, dominating possession. I think this possession will most likely be 90-10.
99-1.
So the position right now is 78 to 22.
That is not a true reflection of the
I don't think so. I don't think so. At this point, and a cross into the box. Oh, Ellen Nolan couldn't get to that. Ended out by the Arsenal player. Man City will go back to default mode again. Try to attack, and Kovacic with the ball.
Should play it.
My goodness, it's just the rock solid defense for us now. Look at how many numbers are defending. This is more or less like a tactics that Brentford or Burnley or Nottingham Forest will deploy. Not a big team like us now.
No, but we had a man down, a red card.
When they were not a man down, is this?
But
not
it was
the
not
way
like
they were
this.
playing?
I think once in a while
This
they
is
attack.
what they've been tilting towards. Except Man City lose the ball in dangerous area.
Yeah, from outside, you are still coming back.
That's what they are doing.
They are still repeating the same thing.
This is how they've been defending since the beginning of this game.
if this was the PlayStation, probably R2 would have seen around there.
Blocked again. Oh, that! Oh, I thought that last.
Goalkeeper again.
I thought that last have broken that defense.
You know the funniest part is Arsenal fans do criticize Chelsea pragmatic way of playing then, and they are the ones supporting this destroying way of playing football. Not interesting, very boring and annoying way of playing football. But Arsenal is leading 2-1, and they'll be happy for it if they can know this.
Straight into the 90th minute of that encounter between Arsenal and Manchester City. Still Arsenal leading 2-1 in the dying embers of this game. Gabriel is currently on the ground there, is back on his feet and ready to restart and play. They've really tried in the second half, keeping momentum against Arsenal, against Manchester City in this one. All the chances will have done this against Pep Guardiola. I think teams will have to learn this way to play against Pep Guardiola. Just set up a long line against him in defense and struggle. Looks like Gabriel might not be able to. Right?
I think we'll be expecting up to 7 minutes, 8 minutes in this encounter.
Don't think, maybe 4-5 minutes. Yeah. There's not much delay in the second half. Yeah, Timber, I think Mozu. Yeah. They've defended with everything. So it's understandable if fatigue sets in at the end of the day.
They are not interested. They want to continue playing, talking about Manchester City, and the referee is asking play to stop.
And they say they've stopped the time,
Wow.
They are aware of that style, to delay tactics, and they are actually
7 minutes. Oh, it's too small.
I said it. I said we'll be expecting up to 7 minutes.
So yeah, expecting 15
I was expecting like 15 to 20 minutes. There's a lot of time wasted from the tactics from the Gunners in this encounter. Yeah, might just bring a chance for Barcelona. I think is that a restart of second? Okay,
that's the highlight of the first half.
Wow.
Wow, what a game!
There's nothing about the game. It's an anti-football we are just seeing here.
This is what they call Aram football.
But it's anyhow you win is a winning.
They'll take
they need what they needed there is the maximum 3 points. Coming with the tactics, and employing it is also a thing to actually commend Mikel Arteta and the boys.
These are defining moments. Games you go back to look and see reasons why you win the league. Good one for Arsenal. Should they finally get this victory against Manchester City? They are on course to get a victory in this one, and it was straight into additional minutes. 7 minutes was added there by the fourth official, and Arsenal will be making another first substitution in this one. Julian Timber has been forced out in this game, and we'll go straight into the dying embers of this encounter.
Yeah, and
who's coming on?
Skelly,
who is already on a yellow card.
Yeah, from the bench.
Is coming on, so maybe you can get a second one.
But will that count here? The
yes,
one outside.
Of course it will. It will
Wow.
count.
So
Man City attacking at the dying embers of this encounter. I think due to the fact that they've waited almost 2 minutes and they will have to extend this one also. So
Now still defend. Back to the first setting. Play it around the box and no go at the end of the day.
a cross into the box, Elinana with that header, but David Raya will grab that one. Easily. You know, you can see so many coaches, even that are not in the stadium.
and they just know what they will do. They say sleep. And
Yes,
sleep.
he will sleep. That's it. That's just it. He will sleep. At the end of the day, he will sleep right there. So, game on in that encounter. Raya plays it long forward, and Man City will win this one back and resort back to default settings at the end of the day.
Yeah, let's go and defend.
So,
Let's go and defend.
so
Yeah,
back to Ederson.
Everybody will rush back.
Everybody back to default mode in that
everybody.
one.
Everybody. Oh yeah, back to defending.
But sometimes the Manchester City side should be fast about this.
Yeah,
you know they will go back.
actually not fast.
So they're not fast about it. You know, maybe you get the ball when they're out.
They
Yeah.
are tired already. They are frustrated. You know, this
It's
one
still the
thing.
same thing.
Aram football will frustrate the opponent.
Hmm.
This is Aram football, and there are two of the guys that can do something special as far as I'm concerned in this encounter, and it's Rodri and De Bruyne, and the two of them are not around. Rodri was the one that got that goal against Chelsea, and it still took a deflection before it went into the back of the net.
Wow.
So that's a clearance from the substitute right there.
They are winning this game.
I think this game is almost gone to the wire.
No, you can't say it's almost gone. We still have. I am very sure the referee is going to add more 2 minutes here. We have played 3 minutes, so we're expecting 6 minutes more.
I think already in the 4th minute.
All right, and
This
Manchester
is not
City
the time
brilliant.
for Grealish to be romancing the ball. They need to pass the ball and try to.
And they should be
find
mindful of
space
Grealish
up
because Grealish can get to the inter box and get a penalty against Arsenal in this encounter.
even Gabriel Jesus is defending. It's just part of the English game. Controversy and English football is 5 and 6. It's marriage. You know, there's nothing like bad publicity. So controversies will push even the awareness of their league more all over the world. So I think that's one of the things that they usually do. Daylight robbery in clear language.
Yeah. So let's quickly also look at the stats, how it's going right now. If it has actually changed from 78 to 77 for Manchester City and 23 for Arsenal.
If to me the ball possession should be 99 to 1 because we didn't really see Arsenal, holding on to the ball in this game, and it looks like it's almost over in that one.
It's a corner kick.
Manchester City has a corner kick in this game. And they'll take that up fast and straight into the path of Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish in the box. Yeah, chance for Manchester City. And it goes late into this game. Manchester City find a way back in this encounter. Back in this encounter is that substitute there. John Stones who gave Manchester City the equalizer.
You see what we said about Grealish?
Yeah,
He went into the box with the ball and set up that pass. Honestly,
it reminds me of that game between Arsenal and last season. Was it Brentford? Was it Arsenal and Brentford last season, whereby Arsenal had to take a last-minute goal in that game? Well, what a game of football we're having. At the dead of it, Manchester City got an equalizer against Arsenal. So their record of not losing against this Arsenal team is really going to continue. It looks like there's trouble there on the box, on the touchline. The goalkeeper will really feel undone in this game. Yeah, he was. Look at that corner kick there. I hope there's no offside call there. No, there's no offside. Comes inward there. Oh, I think there's an offside.
Oh, there's an offside.
no.
But not the scorer.
No offside. Only probably if there's an handball.
Oh, I think it was even an own goal.
Yeah.
Wow, Raya had to throw his body to
Why are they
block the
fighting? They should
first
calm
one.
down.
All right, there's a battle here between the players.
Emotions are flying, right? Emotions are flying
Yeah.
right now, and you can see the players going at each other in that account. Late dramas, late dramas. It seems there's a VR check on that goal to see the legitimacy of that goal. If that goal is going to stand with VR, we'll be cancelling that Arsenal, that Manchester City goal, and that is really going to cause a lot of craziness here on this pitch.
Look at it.
This is a
Okay,
goal.
Arsenal restarted play. Oh, okay, did what they did at the start of the game.
Oh,
I think the referee should be showing card.
It's scary. What's scary?
Mm. Yeah.
you know, uh,
You see what you see?
I
You
think
see what it is. When they did their own,
I
it was
think
like,
Mr. Benedict
Yeah.
will send another message.
it should be
Yeah, he should send another message.
advantage on Chelsea, advantage
Yes.
on Liverpool. If Arsenal, Manchester City are going to share the spoils in this one. I'm very sure Pep Guardiola will be okay with it ending a 2-2.
Yeah,
Between both.
at
They
home.
really labored on, and they really deserve that's their second goal in this account. And as it stands right now, we're straight into.
And who knows?
30
Man City
minutes.
can take it.
No. And Arsenal coming all out to attack against Manchester City this time around, and a long one into the part. Back in play, there is the final whistle of this one. It ended 2-2 between Arsenal and Manchester City. What a game of football we had at the Etihad Stadium. The first goal was scored by Erling Haaland, an equalizer for Arsenal from California, and Arsenal got the lead from Gabriel. And finally, a defender, John Stones, gave us the equalizer in this one. Both teams will share the spoils and share 1-1 points in this account. 2-2 it ended at the Etihad.
Wow. Yeah, mate.
Congratulations to Man City. Congratulations to Arsenal. Two teams wanted it at the end of the day, and they did very well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think right now the table. Let's look at the table as it stands right now with this situation. You know,
Like this back.
I think Arsenal returned to fourth here. Arsenal returned to fourth. Yeah, Arsenal returned to fourth. Arsenal returned to fourth. So I think that's how far we can go for this match. But we will continue with the match of Barcelona versus Villarreal in a jiffy, just in a moment.
Yeah, it's a switch right there in the studio. We hope you enjoyed the offering we had for you for the game between Man City and Arsenal, which they ended up sharing the spoils at the end of the day. And now it's just the second half action of the Villarreal Barcelona encounter. The Yellow Submarines trailing at home 2 goals to 1. And we had our own substitution right here to the Doc, the Barca faithful, is here at the end of the day. So, the Doc, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you, Yemi. Thank you, guys, gentlemen and ladies, our viewers and fans all over.
That year was so fast.
And I'm glad to be here, and it's a good time because they almost caught Barca when he was introducing me. And I was pretty scared because we don't want to lose another match so soon. You know, Barca is on a run right now, winning 5 games in a row, and that's fantastic. That has not happened since Luis Enrique in 2015 when they won the treble. And it's happening again, and this is a year Barca believes we should get something out of these guys. Though we have a lot of up-and-coming players, you can't call them minions because if you look at FIFA Play, PlayStation ratings for these boys, it's not that bad, but low expectation. Hopefully, Barca will get to do something good this season, win the trophy, win the La Liga, and possibly take some more trophies, and we'll be happier.
Now, Shagun, Barcelona leading 2 goals to 1. We saw them go 2-0 up and concede that goal. Almost immediately they scored the second goal. In your own thoughts, maybe your school of thought, do you see Barcelona going all the way this season?
Yeah, no, I think the season is still very much fresh, and we've seen both Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid piling the pressure on Barcelona also. But the most important thing is how much they can go on those important run of victories. If they're getting 10 straight victories, I think it might be one of those defining moments for the season. When one big miss for them is going to be Marc-Andre ter Stegen, the goalkeeper, who went out awkwardly injured in the first half, and he has been replaced by Inoki Pena, who is now the goalkeeper in the second half. How experienced is Pena, and for how long can he be the go-to man for Barcelona in the goal post? We know what Marc ter Stegen brings into the play for Barcelona. So those kind of injuries are actually what determines or what shows how the season is going to really be. We've seen Villarreal also come into this game and show some piece of brilliance against Barcelona in this game. That was a beautiful goal by Jose Perez in the first half. But let's see how much Barcelona will come out in this game. They still have the young Lamine Yamal on the pitch today, and we know the kind of magic it can always bring for Barcelona also.
And a bit of a digression. We saw Benedict was really roaring for Arsenal, but we've not seen him drop the follow-up comment after they lost all 3 points at the Etihad Stadium. So we are waiting for your comment, Benedict. We hope that you can celebrate that result at the end of the day. So is Barcelona attacking in this one? 55th minute. It is at this point in time, leading 2 goals to 1. Pena has come on for ter Stegen. The Dog. Ter Stegen, an important goalkeeper. His clean sheet won the La Liga for us for Barcelona the last time around.
In fact,
how big of a miss?
I have to be honest with you. At this point in time, I lost a bit of faith because I think Villarreal has equalized the game against Barca, and that's really sad. We'll get to that shortly. But what I think Barca has now is still a growing team. It's not strong enough, and that's pretty challenging for fans because we have waited since Messi left the club. We have waited to see anything fantastic coming from the club. Not Tito. Tito was just a 1-year contract before Luis Enrique.
I think it was due to his health.
Tito that died. Yeah. Yes, that one Tito passed on because of cancer.
I think this Atletico Bilbao coach.
Yes,
was the one.
Valverde was there with us.
Yeah. Barcelona attacking via Kunde right there. We find Lamine Yamal down the right. And here is straight to the shot. And it's a goal!
Barcelona in this one.
My God, another academy product came up with the goodies for Barcelona.
That's beautiful.
That's Torres.
In fact, that's fantastic.
Right there, getting the third goal for FC Barcelona, the Catalonia club right there, who started this formation with a 4-3-3 formation. Ter Stegen, who started, is now out injured right now. And the 4-man defense of Jules Koundé, and look at that position.
This kind of shots these are the kind of shots we're looking for in that game between Arsenal and
but the challenge with the Arsenal City match is Arsenal had all the bodies. They had all the bodies behind the ball. If you put 10 people behind the ball, you can't get that shot through. And that's what happened. So there was no way they could press.
I think there was nothing the goalkeeper was going to do.
And I expected City to try more shots anyway. Yeah. Whether it will go through or not, just blast it. A deflection might happen. But they were looking at playing it in.
Because it will become a loose ball.
But they had more men behind the ball. They always had a triangle of 3 men behind the ball.
And Paul Victor and Kubasi, a treble of a substitution, Casado.
You know, coming into this Barcelona game, the kind of selection Hansi Flick brought to play was really challenging. We took a look at what he was presenting. We expected to see the likes of Paul Victor. We expected to see Balde start the game. And then he was introducing Gerard Martin. He was introducing Fernandez. These young guys that are just coming in. I think we have a call.
Yeah, I think we have a call right here, right now. I think we have a
performance today as in playing City at home with a man down.
Did they play anything?
For second half till the end of this game, Arsenal has a very chance of winning this league.
Wow.
But why? Why did you say that? Because if you look at the ball possession, on all aspects, goal attempt, everything, even the second goal for Arsenal, it has its own controversial discussion on it. Based on that performance, if you look at it, will you actually say Arsenal can take home this league? Bearing in mind what Liverpool is doing also.
Well, I've actually not seen Liverpool as
a threat.
As a threat, I've not seen Liverpool. Liverpool is when you come to those smaller teams, they have this problem either losing funny games or drawing funny games.
What about Arsenal drawing against Brighton?
Arsenal this season, that draw against Brighton, I think that was maybe the red card against for Declan Rice changed that game a little bit to my own understanding. But if you watch this game from the very beginning, immediately Haaland scored that goal. What they did, they just clip Haaland till the game ended. You will notice that you didn't see Haaland. Haaland did not, apart from there was a heading he made. Apart from that heading, he was not in this game. I think they have the defensive match that they can clip it down. But going forward, I think they should up their game.
I can hear the hill. You are still pained, actually.
You said?
I said, are you still pained with that sound? Like you were dreaming Arsenal would have won, and they ended up dropping points.
I stood up already just to celebrate the game, just to celebrate. It was 97 minutes already.
Yeah. So it's football, but you can always try. Better luck next time. And so, but at the same time, you should congratulate Arsenal and thank you for. We hope you call in more and more to have the conversation more robust. And a quick touch on the game we are hearing right now: Villarreal, Barcelona. Barcelona leading 3-1. Are we seeing a different Barcelona this season entirely?
I don't think so. This Barcelona team doesn't look like. I still see them as Liverpool.
You okay?
But the advantage for them is that if they are winning games, they should keep on winning games. Sometimes they can be funny, sometimes. But I'm saying them. I think Real Madrid, when it comes to Real Madrid coming towards them, sometimes they get a little bit shaky. But I just pray that this spirit that they have, keep winning games. They should keep it up and they should continue winning. But Real Madrid sometimes, they have this funny thing of coming from behind and then you see them just take over.
Penalty.
Yeah. So
I pray City will not do that this time because we are coming.
That should be a penalty call.
Oh, okay. Let's hope so. So, as the season progresses, we hope you'll be calling in more so we can expand this conversation. Yeah, thank you for joining us this evening. Yeah. So, the doc, I can see that you've been in on that game.
That should have been a penalty call. Lamine Yamal was obviously fouled in the 18. It was obvious. If that was Real Madrid, 2 penalty kicks would have been given. One now, one later.
So that questionable penalty kick for.
Oh yeah, now they're checking it. They heard me say Real Madrid. They are now checking it. Look at it.
Oh, this is a penalty.
It's a clear penalty. But if it was Madrid, they would have given one and kept one in the bag for them.
And they are reviewing already.
The next
about to give Barcelona.
No, they won't review for Madrid. They will point twice.
No. They will
point once for now.
No.
And then keep another one.
I think VR will review almost every penalty that is given.
For Madrid, they don't even need to.
You don't need to start. There's no Real Madrid fan here to defend Real Madrid. The Hendrick penalty yesterday was spot on.
Real Madrid has got 4 penalties in
has it
6
been
games.
spot on?
4 penalties.
Has it been spot on?
Yemi, let me be honest with you.
Yes.
Last season and this season, we know how they work.
See, the referee is giving the penalty.
Yes, he has to because he heard my voice say Real Madrid. He knows we're going to report them.
but I think the penalties Madrid has gotten this season has been spot on. I've seen it was spot on. It was because the hand was on Hendrick. I saw it too.
No. You know my problem with you is that you don't have to.
3 out of their 4 penalties this season controversial.
I saw the 2 against Real Sociedad.
The Hendrick penalty yesterday.
The 2 was spot on.
I'm talking about that Hendrick penalty.
Penalty. That's what I'm saying.
Like
the one Mbappe took
yesterday.
Yes,
that was a penalty.
It was a penalty because there was a pull.
What pull was from outside? They fell into the box.
It fell in the box.
Okay, outside.
I watched the match.
The match was on the ball.
It was outside.
The hand pulling was outside the box, close to the goal kick line.
We'll see it after the game.
Okay, so let's not be distracted. This is a Barcelona game. So
Barcelona
leading 3-1. Lost that penalty after the shout from the Barcelona fan. What a wasted effort at the end of the day. The dog Lewandowski missing his chance of getting an hat-trick.
Yeah, but I think he will try. I think that's what the team actually wanted, to give the man some more confidence and put him in a pole position for Pichichi, but as it is there's still another chance. He has done a lot of work today. He has provided support. He had made some wonderful passes. He had been part of the play. He's a tireless worker, and as you can see him, even at 36 years of age or 35, he's still fighting like an 18-year-old. Yamil Lamal will have a chance, and what does he do? And he doesn't do anything fantastic.
We find
Rafinha, but Lamine could have just.
Is Rafinha the captain?
I think he's the 4th captain now. He's the 4th captain now.
Oh,
yes. The first is Ter Stegen, followed by Ter Stegen. What's this guy's name? Let me get it now. Our number 2. Koundé is one of the captains, and then Rafinha is one of the captains. But the one that is most surprising and never made the captain is Lewandowski. He has never been given the captain by name. He's not one of the 4 captains. I don't know why, but he has never been given the captainship. So we have 4 captains in the team, and Lewandowski is not one of them. Rafinha,
but the main captain is Ter Stegen.
Yeah, that's the number 1. That's the captain.
Yes. Yeah, so Villarreal will attack across into the box, and then
into
the net.
And that happened immediately after Lewandowski lost the penalty. That was a beautiful chance.
I think what's it called? Lamine Yamal should have taken that penalty. Is there a check on that?
Yeah, there will be.
Offside?
There will be a check on that.
It looks like it was way offside.
Oh, thank God. That's not going to count.
That's an offside.
Yeah, that's not going to count. Goodness.
That's an offside.
That's an offside.
A clear offside.
Yes. They won't even give Madrid that one. Oh, of course they could give Madrid. But they are not going to give it.
It's not Madrid that is on. And Barcelona, if Barca wins this one, Barca will actually go 4 points ahead of Real
Yes,
Madrid.
And that's not enough. We want more than that. Yes, this match will have been a draw between them and Sociedad.
No, Espanyol.
It was actually 1-1 up to 60th minute. before the penalty was awarded.
The penalty was the last goal.
Like I told you, they
scored two.
keep penalty score for Madrid.
Oh my goodness! I love this.
You with penalties.
You know what I can see the doc. Yeah. I saw the fear of Real Madrid because every Barcelona fan is scared of Real Madrid.
No fear in rivalry. The rivalry between the Rojo Blancos, the Los Blancos and the Los Merengues have always been. Yes, the rivalry has always been. Barcelona was started in 1896.
Honestly, should be doing the
1896. 1896.
So Parejo has been withdrawn for Gueve
a few years later
for Villarreal in that encounter.
So it's over 100 years of rivalry.
So 70th minute of that encounter, still Barcelona leading 3-1. The goal scored by Villarreal was chopped off for offside, rightfully so actually. And they're talking about VAR, Shegun. If you rate VAR percentage-wise, what has it brought into football?
Yeah, which of the? I think it has brought
generally.
It has brought in some corrections, some 60% to me. Because when you look at it, it's not really the computer. It's still about the humans who are behind the monitors that will still make some of the decisions. So I think we'll still always have this issue until we have a computed. Probably maybe when it comes to VR,
automated
officiating or automated decision making. That is when.
But human being will still operate it.
Yeah, no. We have automated offside call for offside. We have automated that doesn't need human intervention. I think we can always have it for records and also if.
It's just like the goal line. It's just like the goal line technology.
Yeah, just like the goal line technology. If it's going to be a yellow card offense, then we know that it's going to be a yellow card offense without human interpretation to it. It's just about some chips and it can really work.
Yeah, let's say if it will work at the end of the day.
You know, the advantage of that, what Shegun just said is that the program's already made and it's going to apply equally to everybody.
Yeah.
So you're not going to use the face, this is City, this is United.
No referee's discretion.
There's no discretion.
There'll be a level of touch.
It's just going to...
There's a force that can come with a touch.
The minimum force has been programmed.
Okay, this is going to be a yellow card. This is going to be a red card.
There won't be...
I think that will really solve that.
And the same thing with offside rules and the rest of them.
So I believe it can work. Since it works with the game, it can work in real life.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you heard Shegun right there. He said since it can work in this gaming and it can work also on the field of play. So 4-3-3, it is a lot of substitution common. Pablo got a goal in this one. 4-3-3 formation. Eric Garcia playing in the middle rather than Eric Garcia was the one who got that red card against Monaco. The Doc, what do you think was responsible for that poor performance for Barcelona in the Champions League?
Okay, so Barca had that misfortune. It was an ill luck, but it was a misunderstanding between Ter Stegen, the captain, and Eric Garcia that just came back. Eric Garcia, according to Ter Stegen, is not used to. It's not used to Ter Stegen's way of playing.
Tries to dribble past two players.
Yeah, I think I'll fault Ter Stegen for that pass. Ter Stegen had about two players in better position to drop that ball.
Drop the ball,
but just to go into the middle and where Eric Garcia was.
Actually, that's their game pattern. Okay. They're supposed to give it to the first man who returns it directly to him, and then that takes two people towards him, and then they can release to the flanks. That is how they play all the time, and they've done this season over season. But because Garcia had not been with them for some time, he just returned and he didn't understand that flow. So Garcia actually was supposed to come towards Ter Stegen directly, and that's why Stegen released the ball.
It's not programmed football.
No, it's programmed. It's what they do.
When there's pressure, you.
There was no pressure. It's a grand
pressure. There was pressure.
Yes, it's
about 3 guys on him.
No, just one.
It's
a ground. See, it's a training ground routine. This is how the ball flows. You go this way, it comes back to you. It opens up the flanks for you. You release it, and then Garcia collects it. And before you know it, you are moving. You have displaced 4 or 5 players when they are doing high press. That's the best way Barca absorbs high press. Unfortunately, Garcia did not understand. He changed position. He was moving to the left while Ter Stegen expected him to come directly and return. It was supposed to be a 1-2. So they made that mistake. However, a lot of people blame Ter Stegen. Okay, because even on his social media page now, he had to shut it down that night because of the insults, threats, and abuses. They have reached his wife. When he shut his own down, they started loading his wife's social media, and the wife complained. And the yes,
Barcelona just made it 4.
Yes.
Barcelona 4, Villarreal 1.
So this is what I was talking about. A Barca that plays 4-1, 5-1, 6-2 kind of game. And under Xavi was now doing 1-0 and defending 1-0 till the end, 2-1. In fact, we hardly had 2-1s. It was usually 1-0. And you know, that season, Barcelona considered the least number of goals. That particular season, Xavi won the league. That's the first time Barca will concede the least number of goals.
Now, if Xavi was that bad,
no, it was. I'm not saying it's bad.
Okay,
get me right. I'm not saying it's bad. Xavi came to meet a very incomplete team, a very immature team. Let's not forget that he got the team when they were on level. They were on the 12th position on the league table. The week he came, they moved on to the 8th position, and that's where he brought them up to come and finish second for his first season. Now, let's not take anything from him. Koeman was doing well before Messi left. And when Messi left, Koeman was without ideas. They didn't vote for them. In 1960-something, they did it again. In 1990-something, they did it. And in 2014, they still got a referendum to leave Spain. Because Barcelona and the Catalonia is where Spain makes about 60-something% of their internally generated revenue. So they believe their resources was enough to sustain them. You have the Barca Open, you have the bull running, you have the races, you have all this stuff. Some more tourism in Barca and the Basque region, which the Catalonians believe they should enjoy. So Barcelona FC is their own weapon of war against Madrid. So the king of Madrid.
To me right now is that if Spain are allowing, the Royals of Spain are allowing Catalans to move out of that is the Basque, if they are living Spain. Where is Barcelona going to be playing?
Which league?
Well, that's where Barca as a club will play is another factor. Not that Monaco.
Not only Barca,
Monaco as an island is not in France.
Exactly.
It's an island on its own.
Exactly.
But they play their game in France.
Exactly. So they can actually look for any league and attack.
I think they'll be
they can attack the Premier League.
I think they were more interested in moving to the French Ligue 1.
I don't think they will want Ligue 1. I don't think they will want Ligue 1 because for them, Ligue 1 is it's not going to be up to where they are coming from. They were possibly going to apply to Premiership.
Yeah.
They will apply that to Premiership or Italian League, and because they have to be in the top 3 or top 4 leagues, not the top 5. So, but that didn't happen. But it's still up for debate because they are still fighting for it. So these matches they play is actually political for them. So Barca cannot afford to allow 2-3 seasons run without getting something off Madrid. So when they play that Clásico, it's not just football, it's also political. Messi is being worshipped in Barcelona, not because of his Barca connection alone, but the whole of Catalonia. They have a statue for him for saving them several years of punishing Madrid. Do you understand how that works? Yeah. So that's why they can't just sit down and allow players to grow and then we'll win later. Even in the financial crisis, they are still trying to come up and they must win something. That's why they are fighting tooth and nail. This season, I see Barca going on to win the La Liga. It might be very difficult, but I think they will win it. And Flick is somebody that has demonstrated can use young players and get results. He has demonstrated it.
He has really worked that one for Barcelona. And right here might just be a chance for Villarreal to get a go back in this one as they look to attack against Barcelona. But straight into the hands of Inaki Pena there. And Barcelona will look to hang on the idea. We are straight into the 80th minute of this encounter. About 10 minutes to go. And as Flix is bringing in one of his underage again.
Leading 4 goals to 1. You want to
I
give
wouldn't agree with the underage thing.
Who's that one coming in? Hector Fort.
I think it will be 4th. Yeah.
Yes, 4th. Who's that one?
4th should be 18. It's not underage.
It's not underage.
No, it's not. You can sign a contract from 17. You're free to sign a contract from 17.
So Lamine Yamal
wins. To be in high school.
Wins the throw-in. You can see Ansu Fati.
But this should be like 19.
Balde, yes. Balde is about 19. Ansu Fati is 20 now. He's going to 20.
That's The way Dolapo, I miss Dolapo in the studio. The way he's always having this passion, talking about all these small young boys coming to Barcelona. I'll just look at him as sometimes like seriously, how will I sit down and just have the whole of Chelsea youth player on my head and say, oh, this one is a talented player, is this one, is that one, is this one. I look at him sometimes like
no, but
it's the situation of things.
No, but let's be honest with ourselves. These boys are going to grow to maturity. And the more they blend together,
Madrid actually. What about injuries?
Yes, you have to factor injuries in.
But
they will still grow
this
together.
This will actually help them financially.
It's going to help us.
Apart from finance,
you know the thing is, to me, no football club is actually broke. Barcelona is not broke, but it's the sustainability that is the issue in La Liga. If Barcelona happens to be an EPL club, probably they will still be buying a lot of players right now. But they have to balance their books. That is where the issue is. They have money to spend.
The rule in Spain is very rigid. The rule in Spain is very, very rigid. They don't compromise their financial fair play. And let's remember how the Galactico or the super era of Barca came to be. Lionel Messi from the academy, Xavi from the academy, Iniesta from the academy, Puyol from the academy, Piqué from the academy, Busquets from the academy, Pedro Gonzalez from the academy, Valdez, and then later Jordi Alba from the academy.
Jordi Alba didn't come from the academy.
Sevilla or Valencia, one of the
Jordi Alba was from Barca academy. He left when he couldn't get a contract and he played away for about 3 or 4 seasons and returned to Barca.
Barca bought him. We are talking about the
same way they reacquired Piqué. No. They reacquired
we can't count Piqué in this aspect because it's just like Chelsea letting Matic go and went to spend money to bring him back.
Was Matic in your? Did he grow up from the academy?
Yes, he grew up in the Chelsea academy.
So he's from your academy.
Yeah, he was from your youth academy. What I'm trying to say is, you look at imagine Barca having to bring in the same way they brought in maybe Lewandowski. They had to bring in Messi, had to bring in Iniesta, had to bring in Xavi. Are we talking about how many millions they will have to spend? So that's what I'm looking at.
Yes! What a goal!
Goal number 5.
What a goal! What
Rafinha!
That was a great.
It looks like a rejuvenated.
Those are the underage players Shegun was talking about. Did you see what the underage players?
Doesn't play like 17 years.
Did you see the sense in that? Look at that. Look at the creativity.
It's just an exceptional.
What I'm really after is the number of games these young guys are playing. We look at players like Gavi,
Pedri,
even the young Pedri. Look at the young.
Look at that pass from Lamine. My goodness!
And look at that volley from Rafinha.
Look at the volley too.
Last season when Rafinha was, having.
Look at that pass again.
Both of them lefties.
Outside of his step and bent it towards Rafinha. Rafinha slammed it home into the
for the 5th goal
left
for Barca.
Look at that pass.
Barca.
This kid is not 17.
No, I don't think
he's not 17.
I don't think he is. He's a 17 years old body with a mind of a 27 years old.
Lamine Yamal or Saka? Who are you going to pick?
Lamine. Every time, every day.
I'll pick Lamine.
I'll pick Lamine.
I'll pick Saka. Okay, but
because he's in Nigeria.
you should know I won't pick an Arsenal. I won't pick an Arsenal player. No. I've seen that argument. Lots of Arsenal fans.
No, but what if we leave the Arsenal tribe and the color out of it?
I'll go Lamine Yamal.
Lamine every day. Lamine.
I love. It's so unselfish. As a young person, so unselfish.
I like somebody that play expressively, not too tacky, not too direct. You can do anything with the ball. You can expect anything.
Absolutely.
Okay, when you wanted to set that pass, nobody expected it. You just saw it out of the blue.
Yeah.
But Saka, you can easily predict him. He wants to try to cut in,
and then move on, and then
So really
that's one of the qualities this young kid. He was 16 when he was in Euro, and then he was still writing exams for his secondary school while in Europe. And he had to work only till 8 o'clock, remember?
Yeah.
And then when he became 17, he was allowed to work beyond 8 o'clock, and then he could play later matches, etc., etc.
You look at the younger Kubasi also.
And look at the way he reasons.
I watched that game between Barcelona and
Kubasi
Napoli.
too.
Kubasi is 17
against
too.
Victor Osimhen when he was just 16 years old. I was like,
My goodness.
for Christ's sake, where
My
are they getting
goodness.
these young
Kubasi is 17.
But for how long? For how long will they depend on this set of young
Oh,
players? I
well.
really want to see them
But
against-
they've
I really
been
want to- I really want
depending
to-
on them.
I really want to see them against Real Madrid. and
Messi
Atletico
came from
Madrid.
that setup.
Yeah.
They
But
depended on him. Xavi
Messi came in at
Iniesta
15 plus.
Messi was
Xavi came in at
Messi's first game was at the age of 17.
no
He got his debut
first
after
Champions League goal at 17.
his
He
first
joined that team. It was
first senior appearance.
not it was 16.
No, 17
He was 17 because he went to that 20 as
17
a 17 years old in 2005. It was after
He
that
first played for Barca in 2004.
Was that his debut?
Yes,
Okay.
he first played for Barca in an away game against Espanyol in 2004, and it wasn't 18. It wasn't 17. It was 16 plus.
So Messi came from the youth setup. Xavi came.
Iniesta
came. Puyol. So it has been the tradition.
Exactly.
So sometimes you just have to go back to your roots, and I think that's what Barcelona is in.
And-
But this season,
and you
I
know-
think it will be a growth process for the boys.
And
I
you
don't
know,
see them doing
Xavi was trying to develop that based on the financial position of the club as well. You know, because as a technical advisor, you sit on the board, you sit with them to discuss finance. I want these players, but if there's no money for these players, what would you do? So you have to help the club and make
one
do.
way or the other.
Now, the reason why they had to let Xavi go is because he complained about picking up some players. He needed beefing up the team in some areas, and they were going to cost money. Now, the club didn't have that kind of money to spend. And Xavi will go to press, and that was after he crashed out of Champions League.
What is said.
He went to press, and he made some declarations, and he said, look, this team cannot go forward with this attitude if we don't beef up and have players to help the team. We can't achieve anything. And that was against board decision.
Yeah.
That was
And
where
there was Hansi Flick
issue
that was
started.
actually pressing that he wanted that job.
And Hansi Flick was free, and Hansi Flick told them he will use whatever they had.
He has actually done a good job with what he had, and they're looking like a good team that might be getting one trophy. I'm still waiting for the first El Clasico this season. It's really going to be a big one between Barcelona and Real Madrid. And
So
here's
Barcelona-
Lamine Yamal moving forward with the ball there and beats his man. The ball was brought down there, and it's going to be a free kick
This
to
young
Barcelona
man.
as they're approaching
I
the
see
8th
the
and
referee
9th
chasing the guy with the
minutes of this
card.
game. Yeah, that should be a yellow card.
That
To
should
that
be a
player
yellow
there,
card.
spotting the jersey number 23 for Villarreal, Sergi Cardona, Villarreal's left back in this game. And what a way to pick that yellow card up against the young Lamine Yamal.
No, you know, his teammate had to protect him, right?
Because he actually injured the guy. You could actually send that guy away for weeks or for months. How's Barca going to fare with all our players out? Gavi is out, Araujo is out.
that was a kick
You have
to the knee.
De Jong out. He kicked him. It was a direct
He
kick.
missed the first one.
In fact, this should be reviewed, and the card should be reviewed. It was a direct blow, intentional.
It's a yellow card. You guys are leading 5-1.
They should give him a red. If it was Madrid, he would have got a red.
There's no reason for Hansi Flick to keep him in the field.
There's no
now.
reason. There's no reason.
There's no reason. He has played too many
I don't see
games.
any reasons why Lamine Yamal is playing up to 90 minutes in this encounter.
Why?
He should be rested already.
No, he will be taken out shortly. I see him going
We're
out
already in the
shortly.
90th minutes. Alright, straight into the 90th minutes, and that is the phenomenal Lamine Yamal, 17 years old.
Yes, I think Ansu Fati will come on for
It's
him
going to
now.
be a free kick to Barcelona. I think he has done enough to merit a spot in the 1 to 10 player in the Ballon d'Or this year.
I think
Talking about
so.
the
I
younger
think
17
it
years
was
old.
in the first
Yeah,
30.
he's in the first 30.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I think
He usually make 1 to 10. Or
1 to
probably
10
1 to 5.
because of that performance.
No, I don't see him in
say
1 to 5, but
1 to 10 is maybe more.
1 to 5 is overloaded
understandable.
already. If you want to be critical, you have Kylian Mbappe there. You have
Vinny. You
Vinicius.
have
Vinicius
Bellingham.
Junior. Bellingham is there. You have
have
Rodri.
And in Haaland.
And Haaland. So 5. That's 5 already. 5 is complete.
And there's even Lautaro Martinez.
There's no Rodrigo.
Rodrigo wants to be there too.
Martinez is too. The Lautaro Martinez. He won with
Lautaro.
Inter and also
Argentina.
Copa America.
Lautaro also deserves to be 1-5.
Look at this guy. Why is he still on
them? Yes, went to them for the World Cup. He was one who brought up that what's it called? That chant. That's this guy's song. What's it called? The World Cup they won, Abby?
No, the one they didn't win.
Oh, the one they didn't win.
They got
it wasn't there. It wasn't there.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think that was when he was having issues with injury. Lots of injuries right there. So, game on in that encounter, 3rd minute of additional time of the 4th minute added on.
That was an elbow to his face.
You know, the Villarreal players are really playing with a lot of aggression.
I think they are just tired of seeing Lamine hold the ball.
And that's a good chance. But hey, the Villarreal player couldn't convert that one. You can see the manager looking clueless on the bench right there. That pass came through. The follow-up shot right there.
You know, this game was 2-1 at the time. So as a coach, 2-1 is game on. You think we can do this?
Yeah.
All we need is just one goal, and we're even, and we could even go ahead. Because I've seen Villarreal done that for Barcelona before. They come back from, especially with Chukwueze. Even with Chukwueze. And that was a particular game. Chukwueze scored 2 goals against Barca 2 seasons ago.
One player that won't forget Chukwueze in his head has to be Jordi Alba. Even at Real Madrid, even Real Madrid does.
Nacho.
Not just Real Madrid. And Jordi Alba at Barcelona is always going crazy against these 2 players.
But I think La Liga suits him more than Syria.
Yeah, because at La Liga he has that flexibility of showcasing your talent. Look at what's it called, Rafael playing for AC Milan. A lot of kicks on his leg whenever he's with the ball. La Liga is the only league that allows you to show your flares and how much you can showcase your talent. Even when Charlie Musonda was playing for Chelsea, when he went on loan to Real Betis, he showcased his skills, but coming back to EPL after 1 or 2 kicks, so he had to take those career-threatening injuries.
So
that's the full time.
That's the end of it. Barcelona winning 5-1.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Your final take.
Thank you. So many thank yous. So many thank yous. Yeah, all our viewers, all our fans, everybody, and even the gentleman that called and Emmanuel, you said you don't think Barca would do it, but we did it again. I hope you can call in again to let us know that we have done it. Barca will do it again. Yes, this is how it starts. Win one match after the other, then you win the league. As long as you don't lose, you keep winning. We are 4 points ahead of the great Real Madrid with all the Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, Benjamin Hundein, whatever his name is in the midfield. You know, it doesn't matter. Barca has small boys, but we're such a composed team, compact, and with Ansu Flick, there is nothing stopping Barca this
season. Your final.
5-1 victory for them, so that is why we the doc can go lyrical.
Yes.
Barcelona, but
thank you very much.
Game of football. What a way to end our our program for today. After that interesting game between Arsenal and the Manchester City, where Arsenal almost got a win through the back doors, but the gods of soccer said that is not going to happen. There's no way.
That was not going to be fair.
There was no way you are going to defend for 45 minutes in the second half and go away with that.
Did they defend for 45 minutes, but almost 90 minutes?
Good, beautiful game of football today, no doubt.
Around football, it was really.
Studio.
So that's a piece of our offering today. My name is Afolayan Adeyemi. Thanks for joining us on the show today. I think Tuesday or Wednesday we'll be back. Don't miss us too much. Don't forget, you can only fail if you stop trying. Keep trying and keep reaching your goals till you get the desired answer at the end of the day. Good night and God bless you.